Recording in progress.
I have good feeling after I've spent those 10 days. Certainly, in fact, I would point out to them that if they don't come and learn in a structured way, they will continue to make wrong decisions like I did in the past.
Guys, regret one thing is everywhere. Everywhere regret, okay? Why? Even if you, alright, you buy here and you sell right at the top.
It's so simple, but yet the results can be like pretty much impressive.
I think most workshop out there, they don't really go step by step on how you should do your trade. I think Joey's course, this unique point is very strongly emphasized, and I think it's the key factor that will bring success in trading.
I think Joey has been very, very generous with trading, with sharing with us his trading strategies and all the techniques that he has given. So I think I benefited tremendously from this course.
Don't want me to say that strong precision of ours. Are you going to agree? Yeah. Are you
Easy to understand, very easy to follow. Almost like so simple. You can't make mistakes.
It's value for money. It's so complete. I've been through many courses. This is the most complete one, and the environment. Look at there's so many mentors who are so committed to be around to help us, and it's a good testimony. And I recommend anyone who is not trading to prepare themselves to come over. Yeah.
For me, it's more whether can you make money. The price just jumped by 1%, you make $100. How many 150 did you to give?
Hi everyone, welcome to this live presentation. Welcome to this live webinar, guys. I think some of you have already joined us and you're early. Thank you so much, guys. Just to make sure that this is working and I'm not talking to myself for the next 2 hours. Just do me a favor, guys. Just type a 1. All right, type a 1 in the chat. All right, if you can see me, you can hear me. And you can also see my screen, all right? Everything seems to be working fine. Just type a 1 in the chat so that I can also take this opportunity to thank and acknowledge all of you for just being early. Thank you so much. I can see all your chat messages. Peter, Jackson, Nada, Ram, Kuali, Aki, Gary, Alex, Ivan, thank you so much. Roger, KSJL, Barine, Grace, thank you so much. All right, Michelle, hi, Andy, Peter. All right, okay, very good. 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, so glad to see all of you over here. Let's get started today. All right, so the topic for today's presentation is this, right? Why now, all right, is a small window of opportunity, all right, and how to scan for the top 1% of stocks and position yourselves in them, all right, at the right time to profit massively with my 1GT, the One Good Trend Pro indicator. How many of you want to know how to do this? Just type a me, guys, type a me in the chat if you want to know how to do this, all right? How do we scan for the top winning stocks? How do we even know when to get in on them, right? Type me in the chat, guys, if you want to know how to do this, right? Me. Thanks, Taewoo, Jackson, Nada. And this is Zoom, guys. So I believe all of you should know how to use it. There should be a chat on the bottom, on the right, depending on where you're logged on from. So please go ahead to engage, all right? And very simple, guys. For many of you, all right, I'm guessing that this is probably not your first webinar, right? So the first thing I want to mention is that if you have failed in the past, right, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. There's just a lot of information out there, all right? And many times it can be confusing, all right? I do agree, all right? And, many times there's just this information overload, right, that keeps you from success, right? So it's okay, all right? And the next thing is that if you have been concerned in the past that you just can't succeed in the stock market, right? Whether is it trading or whether is it investing in the market, I want to put those fears to rest. Okay, you can do this. All right, it's not difficult, right? You just need the right person to explain it to you. And that's exactly what I'll do today. All right. So you can do this, right? So by the end of this presentation, guys, you'll learn a couple of things, right? But before I go into that, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank and acknowledge all of you for just being here, being early. All right. I mean, you could be doing so many things on this this Wednesday evening, but the fact that you're here means you'll learn something. So, I will do everything in my power to make sure that this is well worth your time. Sounds good? All right. Okay. So let's go on, right? One thing I want to begin this session with is to share with you guys why this thing is different from all the other trainings out there, right? So I'm sure you've seen a ton of trainings, right? People will teach you how to trade or how to invest or how to make money in the stock market, right? But here's why this is all different, right? The reason why this is different is because what you're about to learn is not theory. All right. What I'm about to review to you is things that's me being a practitioner, like what you see over here, right? That's enabled me to be an award-winning top-tier remisier and trader in Philips Securities, winning multiple yearly awards like top trading representative, top CFD achiever, top account growth achiever. Me actually doing these things, right? Day in, day out, looking at the market, looking at stocks for more than 10 years now. All right. Not theory. All right. And I want to make this training, guys, as engaging as possible. Right. So I want to make sure I suit all of you over here. So would it be okay if you guys let me know your experience level so I can try my best to tune my presentation accordingly? So very simple, guys. I mean, if you are like a newbie, right, 0 to 2 years of experience, just type N for newbie. If you have 3 to 5 years of experience, just type E for experience, right? Or if you have more than 5 years of experience in the market, it means you're seasoned, right? Type S for season. So very simple. N for newbie, E for experience, or S for season. All right. So let's take a look at the chat, right? So we have newbie KS as well, season Tick Wu, new Jackson, new as well, JL new, Clement experience. Some of you might be season as well. Guoli season, Grace season. Thank you so much, Grace. Good to see you here. Peter experience, Clement experience, Nada season, EEN, Gary N as well, Florence N as well. So some new. So very simple, guys. If you're new to the stock market and you're a beginner, right, you get to see how we go through a step-by-step process with my one good trend framework to pick these high probability stocks, right? Knowing exactly when to get in and get out, right? And those of you who type like, E and S experience, great, right? You get to see how we can potentially reap even double digits ROI returns, right? Just by using an indicator, right? To get you even more, right? To take your performance to another level, right? So this is for both of you, whether you are a newbie, you type N, or you're E or experienced, it is for you. You are at the right place. All right. Okay, so here are the 3 secrets that are revealed today. All right. So very simple. The secret number 1 is this, right? The ultimate number 1 reason why most people fail in the stock market and how to avoid it at all costs. Secret number 2 is this, right? How to position yourselves in this massive potential stocks, right? And be guided on entry and exit with my proprietary one good trend. In short, it's called 1GT, Pro Indicator. And of course, secret number 3 is this, right? How we scan, all right, the entire market to filter out those sniper targeted winners, all right, top 1% of stocks, all right, in less than 5 seconds, right, before waiting for that 1GT buy signal. And that's where, pump, you take action. That's secret number 1, 2, and secret number 3. So very simple, guys. How many of you want to know these 3 secrets, any of these 3 or all of these 3? Just type a 3, guys. Type a 3 in the chat. If you want to know any of these 3 secrets or maybe all of these 3, just type 3 in the chat. All right. Thanks, Tae Woo, Michelle, Jackson, Andy, Danny. Thanks, Guo Li, Palvesh, Wilson, Sean, Savaraju, good to see you here as well. 3333. Awesome. Thank you so much. So I see a lot more of you have just joined us. Welcome, guys. For those of you who have just joined us, not to worry, we have only just gotten started. All right. And can I just check, right? How many of you have not seen me personally before? Like, you have not seen me before. This is like your very, very first time, whether it's on a webinar or a seminar or like on my YouTube video. Just let me know, guys. If you're first time, just type first, type first time. If you're second time, type second. Or maybe you have seen me many times, type many times. So first time, second time, or many times, right? Like, let me know now, right? So never see before, Guoli. Andy, many times, awesome, right? First time, Palvesh, Q first, Clement first, KS first time as well, Daewoo first, a couple of first time. Okay, so I think some of you might be new. Michelle first, Jackson first, 2 times. I watched your video that you shared. Thank you so much. Thanks, Danny, many times. Awesome. So a couple of first. So guys, would it be okay, right? For those of you who are, totally new to me, would it be okay if I just quickly share with you a quick backstory of my journey? All right, some of the mistakes that I've made, so you can see and learn through my journey, and you can know me a little bit better. I mean, like, why am I talking to you over the next 2 hours? Would that be okay, guys? If that sounds cool, all right, just type C for cool if that is cool with you. If I can share with you a little bit of my backstory, why am I right here talking to you, what I've experienced over the past 10 over years. Type C for cool if that is cool. All right, thanks, Michelle. Cool. Awesome, thank you so much. So guys, my name is Joey Choy. All right, Joey, you can call me Joey Choy. And I'm so glad to be here, right? In fact, over the last couple of years, I had the privilege to be able to impart my knowledge to thousands of people from all walks of life in Singapore, right? And conducted numerous full house seminars and teaching people, how to rule the stock market with confidence, like what you see over here, right? And I'm also very honored to be able to share the stage with other top trading experts. And speaking of platforms like 938, InvestFair, Invest Carnival, and some of the top trading submits in Singapore. All right. So yes, all this while, teaching people wholeheartedly, not just on how to like make a side income or some small gains here and there, but essentially to change lives, right? But here's what most people don't know, right? Many times when people look at what I do today, right, what they see is all the fancy stuff, right? Like the speaking gigs, the events, the 938, the interview, the winning of award, go to the stage and all the stuff, right? Very nice to see, huh? That's what people today see on the surface level, all right? What most people don't know, is that, things were not always like that for me, right? In fact, this couple of years back, I was completely crushed. I hit rock bottom, right? Rock bottom. So I'll come to that in a bit and show you guys, right? So I started trading as an undergrad in about 2007, all right, in NUS as an engineering, undergrad, all right? And I read up a little bit online, buy low, sell high, how hard can it be, right? Well, within a year, I lost about $20,000. So they know what I was doing, right? All my hard-earned ampao savings, army savings, all gone. All right. And I joined Philip Securities as a broker, all right, as a trading representative at about 2013, all right. And I knew that by then my strategy would help not just me, but also my clients to achieve real results in the stock market. And true enough, right, within a year, after much hard work, of course, right, I was rising quickly to become one of the top brokers in Philip Securities, where I'm still a broker right now, right? So those of you who are my clients, thank you so much for your support as well, right? And this was actually my first ever award that I received as a broker. So my personal trades were becoming consistently more profitable. All right, I served my clients well, give them trading ideas which they profited from, and before I knew it, I had a stream of referrals coming in consistently. Right, so things was good. Right, to be honest, things was really good, Daniel. And just when I thought life was good, I could do a job that I like, a good trade at the same time as well. You know what? One day, right, I was completely crushed. Right, completely crushed. Let me show you guys what actually happened. Right. So long story short, right, a client of mine, right, had over leverage, and not mine, his losses came up to about $740,000, right, not 70, $740,000. And for those of you who don't know, right, as a reminder, or as like an independent broker, right, we are actually liable for our clients' losses if they were to default. All right. And this happened like 3 months before my first child was born. All right. So I was completely depressed. I had no mood to work, and the losses were huge, right? I mean, it was like $3,000 a month in interest that I had to pay for somebody else's loss. Can you believe it? Just paying interest on somebody else's loss? I couldn't believe it as well. All right. And it was like my life depended on whether somebody would pay his loss. All right. And you know what? Eventually, the client became bankrupt. All right. And I had to officially, all right, bear all the entire losses. Right. And my child was born in about 2014. So don't laugh at me. Like, that was me then. All right. Very, very lost, very down, very jialat lah. I didn't know what I was thinking then, like a zombie. I had no idea what to do, how to pay back the debt, and I did not have that kind of money. Right. So I was just trying to like avoid the problem and not accept the fact. So it was me then after my child was born, right? Just trying to just not think about it, but the problem is still there, right? And after a few months, I knew that I needed a closure because, I needed to get my life back up again because I'm a father now, right? I cannot every day just, do nothing and then hope that things will be better, right? So I had two choices, very simple. The first choice was to become bankrupt, and that would be, the probably the easier option. Just give up everything. But that would also mean giving up, things that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life as a trader, as a broker, right? And the next option would be to fight, right? To fight, which is pretty much right over here, right? So after a few months of praying, consulting my family, I had to make the hardest decision in my life. And I chose pretty much with the fight option, right? So you know what? I wanted to sell my HDB to pay off this whole entire losses, but it was not possible because it was within the whole 5 years, MOP period kind of thing, right? So the other option was actually for my parents, right, to mortgage their house. I mean, we didn't have the kind of money, right? They need to mortgage their house, all right, and lend me this sum of money to pay off the entire debt, and then I work, right, to repay them back, right? So that was what we talked about for a few months, and after much praying about it, we went with that option. All right, my parents wrote me a check of like $480,000 to be exact. All right, after minusing some of the savings, so that was the amount, and I promised them that I would sell my HDB in about 3 years' time if I did not pay back the full sum to them. All right, so the check was submitted, right? Real money gone, bank account just went down, right? Funds from mortgaging their house just used up to pay somebody else's debt. All right, and at least that night I could finally sleep a little bit. All right, I could finally breathe a little bit. There's a little bit of a closure. All right, that at least my life don't depend on whether somebody would pay his debt or his loss. All right, there's a bit of a closure, right? And I had one extremely clear goal then, that was to do whatever it took, to just pay back this debt ASAP. All right, so that was me. So I picked myself up, and with strength drawn from my family and my newborn son, that became my goal every single morning. I would wake up and think to myself, like, what could I do that would help me to achieve this goal much faster, right? So I could carry on my life as per normal, but I knew that I had to work like 10 times harder. So I late nights every single night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., talking to myself, venture into Facebook, YouTube. I think that's how probably some of you have found me as well. And really taking concrete steps to improve my trading performance, developing a system, tweaking my strategy further, and also adding, all right, massive value to my clients. And that's pretty much how I pick myself up. And long story short, after slightly over 2 years, right, I finally managed to clear all my debt, right? All from my broking business and also my trading income. And thankfully, I can still keep my house. All right. So, when I could finally breathe and enjoy life a little bit more a few years back, that's when I started teaching a few of my, close friends and my clients as well, right, on how I actually did it, on how I actually traded. And after seeing their results, I started thinking like, hey, this stuff can actually help people, right? It can actually help people grow their wealth. It can actually change lives, right? And that's where I started to come out with like a strategy, a blueprint, a program to impart my knowledge and skills to people like what you see over here, all right? So yeah, I'm also very honored, guys, that this story of mine was also featured in the top stories of Business Times a couple of years back, and I had so many encouraging messages. You can see right over here, right down 740K after penny stock crash, he clawed his way back. All right, so that was me then, right? So really glad to be able to inspire many people out there who are facing any challenges in life, right? Not just in the stock market, but anywhere. I mean, it could be work, it could be relationship, anywhere, right? I believe you just have to just keep pushing forward, right? Pray, go back to basics, gratitude, show gratitude, give thanks, keep moving forward. The light at the end of the tunnel, all right, will eventually come. And that's pretty much how I got out of it. I also didn't know how, but every day I just keep moving forward. So thank God that I managed to come out of it. All right. And that is pretty much my story of how I come out of this entire stock market mess. All right. So how many felt a little bit inspired, or maybe you know me a little bit better as well? Just type I for inspired, guys. You felt my story was a little bit inspiring, or maybe you know me a bit better, type B for better. Let me know, guys. In case you're still, in case none of you are here, just want to make sure, right? In case I'm talking to myself for the past like 10 minutes. Thanks, Squally, Inspire, thanks, G, thanks, Marvesh, Ivan, Inspire, Olivia, and Maya. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Olivia. Not easy, but thankfully managed to really come out of it. All right, thanks, Andy, as well. All right, Wong On, David, Savraju. All right, thank you so much. All right, yeah. So that's pretty much my story. So I hope all of you know me a little bit better before we really get started for today's topic. All right? And here's the thing, guys. I want to reward all of you for just being here. For taking your precious time to learn something valuable that can change your life. Right. So here's the thing, guys. I prepared a bonus to reward those of you that show up today, right? And very simple, right? If you stay all the way to the end, yeah, I mean, not halfway, like all the way to the end, all right, to the very last slide of the presentation, right? You stay all the way to the end. Here's what I'll do, right? As a bonus, you'll get my top 3 stocks in this secret PDF file, right, that my support team will actually WhatsApp to you, right? So these are stocks with a pretty good high reward to risk potential. There could still be more upside. You definitely want to put these stocks in your watch list, right? So very simple, right? You want to make sure that you engage, right? You stay to the end, and that's where my support team will track and very simple, and that's where you see all the way to the end, they will WhatsApp to you this secret PDF file. And at the last slide as well, all right, I'll share with you guys again a secret code that you can WhatsApp to my team to get this report. All right, sounds good, sounds good. All right, just type okay, guys, type okay in chat if that makes sense to you regarding staying all the way to the end. If you want to get this secret PDF file that my team will WhatsApp to you, very, very simple. All right. Okay. Very good. Thank you so much. Okay. So I know how it feels like, guys. I mean, I was a complete newbie, all right, more than 12, 13, 14 years ago. All right. And after going through all the ups and downs, to be honest, I wish that nobody would ever go through what I have gone through. Right. And it pains me to see people who really want to succeed in the stock market, but they are not able to, all right? Not because they are not talented or smart or what, no, right? But because they just don't have the right mentor or just someone to point them in the right direction. All right, so, or maybe they don't have the right tools, right, that they can utilize that just makes it so much easier to be profitable. Does it make sense? All right, so I'll never imagine myself, guys, more than 10 years back that I'll be talking to you guys like this in a webinar. All right, so yes, I just want to be able to help people who were once in my shoes, all right, so that they will not make the same mistakes that I have made. All right. Okay, so are you guys ready, right, to learn these 3 secrets and take massive action, right? Just type A, guys, type A for action if you are not just ready to learn, but also to take action. Now, no point learning, and also never use, and also no point. You need to take action, right? Type A for action, guys, if you are ready to learn and also take action. All right. And as I mentioned, guys, what happens is during this entire 2 hours webinar, all right, maybe extend a little bit more. You want to participate, you want to engage, you want to type in the chat, you want to take out your pen and paper and take notes as well. Right? Why? Because I can assure you guys, if you are just like, leaning back, relax, and like watching like a Netflix like that, can. But then to be honest, tomorrow forget everything. Next week I ask you, all gone. Right? So don't waste the time. All right. Make sure you engage, you participate, type in the chat, and subconsciously your mind actually absorbs more. All right. That's how it works. All right. So action. Thanks, Barin. Wow, really typing it out. Paul, Chin, Clement, Wong On, Sean, Peter, Alex, Davey, Roger, Michael, Andy, Casey. Thank you so much. Actions. A lot of actions. Let's take some action. All right. Okay. Let's move on to secret number 1. Right. The ultimate number 1 reason why most people fail in the stock market and how to avoid it at all costs. All right. So very simple. All right. Anyone can tell me, of course, I have the answer, but I want to ask you guys first, right? What do you think is one of the main reasons why most people fail in the stock market? Right? Just time to check, guys. I mean, if you are experienced, if you are new, just make a guess. But what do you think is some of the more common reasons why most people fail in the stock market? Right? Just type in the chat, guys. Make a guess if you are new as well. All right. There's no wrong or right answer, guys. I mean, okay. So I have an answer I'll share with you guys in a bit, but some hear what you guys are saying as well. Right? Let's see. JL, emotions, right? Barin, your knowledge. Jackson did not put stop loss. A very good answer. So this buy and then go down all the way, never stop loss, right? Grace, thank you so much. Greed, right? Go and anyhow whack and buy a lot, right? Failure to analyze the market, no plan, anyhow just buy, all right? Greedy, don't know when to exit, all right? Greed as well. Thank you so much, guys. These are all very, very good answers. Didn't follow the plan, right? Fear, greed, emotions. Thank you so much, Roger, as well. All right, lack of fundamental, even technical knowledge as well. Palvesh, thank you so much, right? So these are all great answers. Thank you so much, guys. And very simple, guys. Let me share with you guys what I think, all right, is one of the key reasons why most people, all right, fail in the stock market. So all your answers are correct, nothing wrong. But let me share with you guys what I think, right? Because I feel that this is one of the key reasons as well. And the answer is that, most people actually have what we call the opposite mindset in the stock market, all right? So Let me give you guys an example. So let's say you have bought a stock. Let's say you have bought a stock at about $1, right? Very happy you bought a stock at $1. You want the price to go up, right? So it goes up, goes up, goes up. It goes up to $1.10, right? Wow, make some money. Very happy, right? And you sold it, right? Sold it, take some profit, get out, right? Just take some money, you make a few $100. And the price starts to move even higher, right? It goes to $1.15 after you sell, right? So my question to you is this, right? How many of you would be willing to buy the stock again? Right? Just type Y for yes or type N for no. If you think that, nah, I'm not going to buy, maybe wait for you to come back down again, then I buy. Right? Type Y for yes, N for no if you don't want to buy. Let me know, guys. Y for yes, N for no if you don't want to buy. Let me know, right? So let's see, right? So Y, N, couple of N as well. Some N, some no, no. Gary, no as well. Ram, no. Paul, yes, depends. All right, very good as well. All right, let's see. So a couple of N, couple of no, but let me share with you guys my experience as a broker, right? I would say that most people would not want to buy again, right? Why? Because I've seen most people would say like, oh, wasted, 早知道, should not have sold lah. And that's what we hear every day as a broker, right? And the price of the stock will just keep on going up and you will just see it go up and they will do nothing, right? Because they just cannot get over the fact that they have sold and then the price went up and then they have to buy at a more expensive price. Does it make sense? Right? There's a bit of a mindset there. So let me give you guys an analogy, right? So here was Nvidia, right, in about January last year, right, January 2024. And the price then was about US $56. Of course, they did a stock split, it's adjusted, right? So about US $56. And you know what? Most people will say like, hey, you know, it is too high already. It has already, you know, rebounded. It was like $20, $30, $40, now $56, right? I should have bought last year or last year or something, right? I mean, I'll wait for it to come back down, then I buy, right? And most people would not have an idea, all right, if you know the trend is up, is it continuing, is there more upside? They just want to get in at the lowest point, right? And they cannot get over the fact that they have to buy at a more expensive price. Does it make sense? All right. So most will not do anything, right? The mindset. You guys been so far? All right. And I can tell you guys that there are a lot of stocks right now. They are like Nvidia, right? Just like last year, pushing higher, maybe a bit of weakness, but there's still a lot of upside potential. So first thing, you must be able to get over the fact that you cannot buy right at the bottom. All right. So Nvidia has pushed up by another 169.5% in just 1 year. All right. From when we first covered it, right? So let's take a look at another company called Alibaba, right? So how many of you like to average down or, you know, buy more when it is slightly cheaper? Just type A, guys, type A for average down. If you like to average down, that means you buy, then go down, you buy some more, like you want to lower down your cost price so that when it rebounds, right, easier to get out, lah. All right, type A for average down, guys. If you like to average down, type A. All right, I see Jackson, Danny, A, Jane. All right, this one, they killed my portfolio, Olivia. All right, Sean, all right. So, very good. All right, a couple of you type A, average down, all right? Now, nothing wrong. I mean, this is what most people like to do, right? Go down, you buy some more, then, no, go down a bit more, you buy some more, lah, right? So, when they rebound, easier to break even, easier to get out, ma, right? So, in my experience as a broker, right, I realized that most people, more than 70 to 80% of people, right, they like to average down. All right, that means they buy more when the price is cheaper. I can tell you guys that that is very, very dangerous. I think some of you have mentioned that, so very dangerous. Why? So that was Alibaba then, all right, about 3-4 years back. The price then was about US $176. So a couple of clients actually called us up, and hey, say, wow, look at this $176. It was like about $300. It was like 280, 250, 200. Now 176. Almost half price leh. All right, can buy or not? All right, and that's what we have been asked pretty much. All right, and I do agree, it's definitely cheaper than 300 lah. All right, and most people want to get in, all right, because it is cheaper. Does it make sense? And what happens, right? Alibaba has sold off by another 64.9% in just 1 year. All right, so why am I sharing with you guys this? So very simple, guys. The reason why I'm sharing with you guys this is that I want you to understand what is the correct mindset that you should deploy in the stock market, right? So let me, share with you guys this quote by Jesse Livermore, one of the gurus in the 1900s. And what he say is this, right? When I'm bearish and I sell a stock, each sale must be at a lower level than the previous sale. When I'm buying, the reverse is true. I must buy on a rising scale. I don't buy long stocks on the scale down. I buy on a scale up. All right. So what he says is this, I don't buy long stocks on the scale down. That means when it's going down, down and down, he don't buy. He buy on a scale up, right? When I'm buying, the reverse is true. I must buy on a rising scale. So when a stock is moving up, right, in an uptrend moving up, quick question, is he thinking about buying or selling? Just type in the chat, guys. Type B for buy, S for sell when the stock is in an uptrend, is moving up very strongly. Is he thinking about buying or selling? Type B for buy, S for sell. Right, BBB, thank you so much. So apologies, a little bit of a bad cough here, but I'll do my best still, all right? Okay, so BBB, exactly, right? He's thinking about buying. So let me give you guys the same example for NVIDIA. As I mentioned, right, it has gone up by about 169% in 1 year. So I mentioned, right, most people would not want to buy again, right, because it has gone up, they bought, they sold, and they will say, like, I wasted, I should not have sold, and that's what we hear every day, right? And one of my Taiwanese clients previously, right, very funny, right, this example, right, and she likes to buy things when it's cheap. So sometimes I'll tell her about stock, like, hey, 杨小姐, right, 你可以考虑, you can consider this stock 不错，可能还会再上, maybe you'll go up higher, you can consider, right? And she'll say, okay, 不要紧，她下你跟我讲. But the stock never go down, all right? And 1 week later, 2 weeks later, it continue going up. Man, I'll tell her, 真的可以考虑啦，你要不要等太久啦，can before it starts moving up higher, all right? And you say 不要紧，再等, all right? 她下你跟我讲 once go down, let me know. And never go down. The price keeps moving up. 2 weeks later, 1 month later, it keeps moving up. And then she say, why I never tell her? But I did tell her actually, right? But she did not get it the other time, all right? And the thing here is that she just don't want to buy because she just cannot get over the fact that she did not buy right at the bottom. And the price goes up, goes up, goes up, and she see it go up and do nothing, all right? And complain, all right? And before you know it, until she cannot take it, right? At the end, she go and buy herself, right? And before you know it, the price comes down, all right? So that is pretty much what is happening, right? So this analogy that I want to share with you guys is that the market or the stock would not know that you have sold or that you forget to buy or what, and then it can go down for you to buy and then it can go up again, right? This is what we think only lah. All right, the market will not think so much, right? We must be prepared to ride this upside of the stock as long as all conditions are met. All right, it doesn't matter if you sold yesterday or last week, all right, as long as right now there's a potential for it to move even higher, of course, based on the proven strategy, all right, based on the indicator, you buy, all right? Of course, taking steps to protect your profits along the way as it goes higher. Does it make sense? All right. Same thing, right? For Alibaba, when we talk about Alibaba, right? I think I mentioned that most people like to average down, right? Most people like to average down, right? And I can tell you guys that it is very, very dangerous. So let me ask you guys a question, right? Can a stock, right, go from $10 to $8? Just type 8, guys. Type 8 in chat if you feel that it's entirely possible for stock to go from $10 to maybe about $8. Is it possible, guys? All right, type 8 for chat. All right, can it go from 8 to like down, don't know how come become $5? Type 5 in the chat if you feel that it's possible for stock to go down and become $5. Type 5 in the chat. All right. What about don't know what happened, never see, then after that, don't care about it, after it become $2. Is it possible? Type 2 in chat, guys, if you feel that it's become $2 possible. What about zero? Can be like zero, can. Let me know, guys. Type 0 in chat if you feel that a stock can become 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, become 0. Possible, guys. All right. For those of you who are experienced, all right, wallpaper and the exactly. Those of you who are more experienced, I think you know. I mean, look at what High Flux, Noble, and things like that, right? It has happened previously. It has happened last year, last month, 10 years ago, 100 years ago. It will happen today. It will happen next year, 5 years, 10 years. It will happen again and again. All right. So if you just want to average down, all right, you must be very careful because you're just averaging down for the sake of like lowering down your cost price. That can be very dangerous because what goes down doesn't mean we'll go back up. All right. You're just throwing good money over bad money, hoping and thinking that one fine day it will finally recover. Right? And it doesn't always happen that way. Does it make sense so far? All right. So we don't like cheap stuff in the stock market. If you want cheap stuff, guys, I mean, yeah, go for your, in the real world, your Great Singapore sale, Lazada sale, 10 10 one. Now is what? January, Feb, 2 2 sale, whatever, right? Fine, go ahead. But in the stock market, we don't like cheap stuff because in the stock market, guys, I can tell you, right? Cheap can become what? Right? Time check, guys. Cheap can become what? What is the answer? Cheap can become? Cheap can become? Cheaper, exactly. Bahrain, worthless. Yeah, sometimes can be worthless as well. Thank you so much. All right, so we don't want to buy because it's cheap, right? We want to buy because a stock is strong, there's a clear signs of a reversal, or a stock that is already in an uptrend. Does it make sense so far? All right. So that is pretty much the mindset that we want to have. All right. So here is Samuel, guys, who has implemented my one good trend strategy. And he not only found more confidence, but also more clarity on when to get in and get out. Here's what Samuel has to say. Let me just play you a quick video.
Yes, of course. Now I'm more confident, and the clarity is there because I will pick and choose the counter that is sort of like guided. Then I'll look at the trend myself and make the decision myself whether to enter the trade or not to enter the trade. Joey's experience is knowledgeable, so I think it's priceless to tap on his knowledge and to gain from what he's going to teach you.
So that's Samuel, guys, who started out without any strategy, all right? No idea, what to buy, when to buy, or when to sell, right? But once he mastered the one good trend strategy, all right, now he's able to be guided on when to catch the next reversal, pick the right stock, of course, right? And potentially right next bull run. All right, so that's Samuel.
Yes.
So that's the number one reason why most people fail in the stock market. Because as I mentioned, right, most people have the complete opposite mindset, right? When the stock is strong and moving higher, you know what? They sell, make a few $100, very happy, and then they are afraid to get in again. And the price keeps on going up and they do nothing. All right. And on the other hand, when the stock is going down, becoming cheaper, they buy. Go down cheaper, they buy. Go down cheaper, they buy. Go down, buy. Go down, buy. Go down, buy. And the end is bye-bye to them. Does it make sense? How to make money like that? All right. Type MS for make sense, guys. If that makes sense to you guys regarding the entire mindset, I type MS for mindset, type M for mindset as well. If that really makes sense to you regarding the mindset that you really want to have, right? Before we even talk anything about the strategy and all that, you want to have the right mindset, right? Type MS for make sense, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so let's move on to secret number 2, right? How to position yourselves, right, in massive potential stocks and be guided on entry and exit, right, with my proprietary one good trend pro indicator. So one good trend stands for 1GT in short, right? So let's go ahead to find out. So we talk about mindset, right? That we want to think about buying stocks that are strong, that are in an uptrend, or stocks that are in a reversal, all right? Not stocks that are going down every other day, all right? Because that's like going cheaper and cheaper. We don't want that. I would never buy a stock that's going cheaper every other day. No way, all right? So how do we even tell if a stock is in an uptrend or downtrend? So very simple, right? Let's take like this diagram by the way. So how it works is, for a stock to turn from a downtrend to an uptrend, we have a diagram like this, right? So this is a stock that goes down and up, and we can pull out what we call the 100 days moving average, right? Which is an indicator on the any chart, right? So there's 100 days moving average is red color. And you can see that that's 100 days moving average. And we can pull out another moving average, the simple moving average. And that would be the 200 days moving average. That's a blue line. All right. So then some of you might ask me, okay, Joey, thanks. I mean, you got the red and blue line there. So how do we know whether the trend is up or down in the longer term, right? Just do me a favor, guys, right? Just type L for long, right, in the chat, because I want to make sure you understand this very clearly. Later we talk about another one, so don't mix up. Just type L for long so that you know that we are talking about the long term trend now, all right, and not the other one later, all right? Type L for long, all right, very quickly. Thanks, Aaron, Peter, Toon, L. Okay, very good. So now we're talking about the long-term trend, right? So how do we know whether the long-term trend is up or down? Well, very simple. When the red line is below the blue line, and both of these two lines are pointing down, pretty much in a downtrend in the longer term, we don't want to buy, all right, when the longer-term trend is down. However, right over here, when we see the 100 days moving average red line cross above the blue line, right? In order to be above, you need to cross above lah. Does it make sense? All right. So when it starts to cross above and both the red and the blue line starts to point up, then we are pretty much in a longer term uptrend. And that's where you want to start thinking about buying, starting in putting this stock in your watch list. Does it make sense? Make sense? Because the longer term trend is now up. All right. So let me give you guys a case study. So this is Meta. All right. You can see that previously in 2022, right, the red and the blue line, they're both pointing down. So it was pretty much a downtrend in 2022, right? The rate hikes, inflation, the pressures and all that. So it was a bit of a downtrend. But somewhere over here at the beginning of 2023, right, about 2 years back, not just yesterday or last month, 2 years back, you can see the 100 days moving average line went above the blue line, and both of these two lines started to point up. Does it make sense? So the rate went above the blue, and right now, is the longer term trend up or down? Let me know, guys, the trend, right? Based on this diagram right here. Today, is the longer term trend up or down? Type U for up, D for down. Now, primary school, guys, you need to bluff yourself, right? Up means up, down means down, right? What do you guys think? Right? Is the longer term trend up or down? U. Very good, right? Why is it up? Well, obviously, you can see that the red line is still pointing up. The blue line is still pointing up. The red is above the blue line. Right? Very simple. Right? So that's how the longer term trend is still up as of now. All right. So now let me move on to another case study. All right. And I want to show you guys this thing right over here. And you can see that we have talked about the red and blue line. So now I want to talk about, we have talked about the longer term trend. So now I want to talk about another thing, right? And that's what we call the short term trend. All right, just do me a favor so you know that we are switching to another topic. Just type S for short. All right, type S for short so you know we are not talking about long already. That one settled already, all of you know already, okay? Now we're talking about short term trend. All right. Right, it's not hang on. Just want to make sure you guys understand it's a short-term trend. Okay, so how do we know about the short-term trend? What is the short-term trend about? Well, very simple. Now you can see that apart from the red and blue line, I have pulled out another line on the chart. All right, just tell me, guys, what color is the line? I mean, beside the red and blue, there's another color, right? Just do me a favor, what color is that line that you see in the chart over there? What color is that? Green. Thank you very much. The green line, you can see, right? So that kind of give us an idea of the short-term trend, right? So when the longer-term trend is up, it doesn't mean that the short-term trend forever up. No, because in the short term, you can go down for like 1 month, for 2 weeks, for 2 months, for 3 months. Does it make sense? All right. So the shorter term trend can be down. Like for example, look at this, the green line started to point down. So when the short-term trend is down, how do we know? Well, the green line starts to point down, right? Look at it, starts to point down over here. So this is where we are seeing some signs of weakness. All right. So this green line is what we call the 20-day moving average. Sean, very good. It's not 50, right? It's 20, right? 20 days simple moving average. So that's a green line. So we got the green, the red, and the blue line that, give us an idea of the long-term trend and the short-term trend. All right. So then when do we want to think about getting in? Well, we want to think about getting in when not just the longer term trend is up, but also the short term trend is up. All right. Because as I mentioned, right, when the longer term trend is up, it doesn't mean that the short term trend is always up. Sometimes also can go down. All right. So if the short term trend is down, should we think about buying? Maybe no, right? Because it can go down and down. Right. Why not wait for it to turn back up and both also up? Then you think about buying. Does it make sense? All right. Just type B for both, guys. You understand what I mean by both also up, right? Then you think about buying, right? Both the long and the short also up lah. Type both, not one only lah. Both better mah, right? Type B for both. Very good. Jean, both B. All right, very good. Thank you so much. Let's go. So now that we understand a bit of the long-term trend and the short-term trend, I want to show you guys a very, very important topic. That is what we call uptrending zone. So in an uptrend, right, a stock will not go up every single day. All right, if it does, you want to be careful. All right, in an uptrend, a stock will be in what we call a consolidation phase or a sideways phase as it moves higher. That's how it works. All right, and when we see a consolidation in an uptrend, we can have what we call a horizontal resistance, the red line, and a horizontal support level. All right. So what is a horizontal resistance? So in an uptrend, right, as I said, right, there could be some selling. It always go up to the price. It starts coming back down. Go up, only come down. Go up, only come down. Well, very hard to cross the price. There's a horizontal resistance. All right. Something like a ceiling, like you throw a ball, always come back down. Right. And of course, we have the horizontal support as well. Each time it go down, it rebound, go down, rebound, every time rebound, right? That's a support, the horizontal support level in an uptrend. All right, so that's how it works in the stock market, right? You will see a consolidation in an uptrend. So combining with the longer term and the short term, which we learned just now, where do we want to think about buying in an uptrend? Well, there are pretty much only two zones that we think about buying in an uptrend. The first zone will be right over here. If it does dip to near the horizontal support level, that's why we could potentially think about buying. Why? Well, because when it dips to the level, that's where it has rebounded a couple of times. All right, and it is in an uptrend first of all. So longer term trend is up, short term trend is up, rebounded a couple of times from that support level. High probability that it can rebound again. That's the first zone, the less aggressive zone, the better zone. All right. The second zone that I'll share with you guys would be in an uptrend. If we were to break what we call a horizontal resistance level, do me a favor, guys, just type this word HR, type HR for horizontal resistance, because we're going to need that later. All right, just type HR for horizontal resistance in the chat before we talk about it later. All right. And when we break a HR, when we break a horizontal resistance level in an uptrend, there's a very high probability that that's where we could trigger more upside momentum and the stock could really start to move higher. Because for the past, as I say, right, we touch, come down for like 3 months, 5 months, 6 months. Every time cannot go up, right? But one fine day, pump, we break the level, right? It's like going to the expressway, like for free, right? Or the sellers give up and surrender or something, right? And that's where there could be a lot of upside momentum. So when we break a HR, especially in an uptrend, there could be quite a fair bit of upside. All right. How do we know it's not a fake breakout? Of course, there are other things that we look at as well. All right. Very good question, Evan. All right. We do look at things like in candlestick and volume, but there's a little bit more advanced stuff, right? But let me move on. All right. Okay. And by the way, guys, there's a Q&A at the end. So if you have any questions, make sure you stay all the way to the end, right? Because at the end, there'll be Q&A. All right. And that's where I'll be confirmed going through all the questions. All right. In case I miss your questions, I'll definitely cover them at the Q&A. All right. Okay. So let me move on. So let's talk about this thing right now called the breathing space in an uptrend, right? So very simple, right? We talk about horizontal support and horizontal resistance, right? So look at this diagram right over here. When the stock is moving up in an uptrend, we have what we call a horizontal support. Look at that. This is a green horizontal line connecting the lows, right? Connecting the lows, forming, pretty much the low, the price, the lows, and this connecting with a horizontal line. Same thing, right? Another low right here, that's a horizontal support level. So we're going to try to time our entry near a horizontal support level. But this horizontal support level does not actually give it space to breathe or allow us to breathe as it moves up in an uptrend. What do I mean? Well, essentially, right? So not saying that horizontal support is not good. It's still okay, all right? But just that we want to give it some space for it to move up in an uptrend. And that's why we pretty much don't just focus on the horizontal support line. We focus on this thing called the trailing support line, right? Just type TS for trailing support, all right? Before we talk about this thing called trailing support, right? TS, trailing support. So what is a trailing support? Well, essentially a trailing support line, like the name is, right? It trails the prices as it moves higher, like something like a very sticky, person, like following you like a stalker, right? So it goes higher, it follows higher, right? And how do we come out of this trailing support line? Essentially, we use what we call this ATR, the average true range that measures the volatility of a stock. And we put this support level kind of like a few factor, all right? All these have been back tested, all right? And you put it a few level below the price, all right, below the price. And this trailing support pretty much follows the price as it moves up. So as long as we stay above the trailing support, we are in a pretty good uptrend. It's like, giving it breathing space for it to move up higher, giving it allowance, fanning it, hopefully can go up some more. Does it make sense? Let me give you guys an analogy, right? So you can see right over here, right? This is a lady who is doing like rock climbing. So I'm not too sure whether any of you do rock climbing, but when you see those professional rock climbers, right? Whenever they climb the hill, right? And that's where after they climb up to a certain level, they will, lock their hook onto the piston there, and they will continue climbing. And then once they reach another higher level, they'll, lock their hook onto the piston again, and they climb higher, like what you see. So when they fall, they will not fall all the way down, right? There's always what we call a hook or a piston to support them from falling. Does it make sense? So this is something like a trailing support. So it follows prices, giving it allowance and breathing space for it to move even higher, right? And hopefully it will move higher, right? As long as we stay above, we are good, all right? But one fine day, because you give it allowance, you give it space, but yet it still went below, it break below the trailing support line. That is where we would have a bearish 1 GT signal, a bearish 1 GT signal on my indicator. Later I'll show you guys, right? So that's where you will see a bearish 1 GT signal. You want to be careful. Why? Because as I mentioned, right, we give it breathing space and allowance for it to move up, and you know it accounts for volatility as well. All right, so if the stock is very volatile, then we give it more space lah. If it's less volatile, lesser space lah. The trailing spot will be tighter. But we give it space and yet you still go below it, right? That means something is wrong lah, a bit not so good already lah. We could potentially start to see a reversal. You guys win so far? All right, there's a trailing support. And next, right, that's where you can see a reversal back down. So you want to be careful if you see a break of a trailing support line, of course, a bearish signal popping out as well. Next, we talk about getting in again, right? So now when we see a downside or a stock that's in a downtrend and going down and down, that's where we have this thing called the trailing resistance, right? Pretty much just the opposite of the trailing support, all right? And this type TR, guys, for trailing resistance right over here, all right, before I explain to you. And you can see that this TR, the trailing resistance, pretty much follows, all right, the stock as it moves lower. All right, so go down, go lower. All right, go down, follow, go down, follow. So down, flat, down, flat, down, flat. It follows as it goes lower. So as long as we stay below the trailing resistance are not so good lah. All right, that's where we are pretty much in a downtrend. We could hit lower, you know, and we want to, you know, give it space for it to go down some more. All right, so you want to be careful. But one fine day, if we were to break above the trailing resistance, that is a good thing. That's where potentially we can start to see a reversal. All right, and remember, we talked about the 20 days moving average just now, right? The green line. Remember the short-term trend. So we were to see a bullish signal because we break above a trailing resistance. Plus, all right, this green 20 days moving average line that was going down, 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 starting to turn up as well. That is another confirmation of the short-term trend turning up. All right, this type C for confirmation. You guys can see that that's another confirmation. Right, so this bullish signal comes out not because the green line turned up, right? This bullish signal is a separate confirmation. It comes out because we break above the TR, the trailing resistance. And now with another confirmation, the green line also start to point up. Even better. Does it make sense so far? All right, so that's how we can think about getting back in again. All right, and to catch the reversal. All right, and not just buy all the way down, 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 when, we are below the trailing resistance level, right? Like, I mean, imagine if you just buy and buy and buy and goes down and down and down, right? No, don't do that. I mean, talk about mindset. I think all of you should know that already, okay? Okay, good. Let me give you guys an example. So this is Amazon, right? And you can see quite clearly now that for Amazon, in terms of the trend in the longer term, it's pretty much up. Look at the red and blue line, right? The red above the blue, if it's been up since 2 years back, all right? And of course, the short-term trend is also pretty much, it was like down a little bit, all right, down. So you can see that was in August, down a little bit, somewhere in September 2023 down. So that's where the green line goes down. But I can actually turn on what we call the trailing support line, right? Based on my 1 GT Pro indicator. Later I show you guys, right? I mean, we can also cover some of the stocks that, you guys are looking at and you see what it says, right? But you can see, right? So this is Amazon, all right? In fact, in November 2023, we got a trailing support popping out. You can see right over here. This trailing support follows Amazon as it moves up. Remember, it follows it as it moves up. Give it space for it to move up, hopefully more. All right. And right over here as well, we've got a trailing support popping up somewhere in October, just last year as well. Look at this, right? Green, trailing support line, flat up, flat up, flat up. And now it's going even higher. It follows it up even more. And, with a click of a button, you can see that, I could just turn on the signals, right? Right over here, pump, right? And you can see, right? Okay, like let's say, for example, right over here. Let me just go back, right? So that's where we started to have what we call a trailing support line popping out. And when you look at it right over here, you see that was where we have the first bullish 1 GT signal coming out. Right, look at this, right? I'll show you again. Over here, when we got the trailing support pops up. So when a trailing support pops up, it means we have a new 1GT bullish signal. Like here, pump, you can see a bullish signal. And maybe another one right over here, you can see, right? A trailing support pops up. I can just click on it. Look at this, pump. That is where we have a bullish signal popping up right here. And I mentioned about the 20 days moving average. Okay, I mean, the long-term trend is up. That one, don't need to say, very easy to see. But can you guys tell me right over here, right? When the trailing support line pops up, that means we have a bullish signal right over here. Anybody can tell me this green line, did it also go up? All right, just type Y for yes, N for no. You can see that when we got this bullish signal right here, this green line, I mean, the green line was like down, 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 flat, flat, flat. Did it also started to point up? All right, just type Y for yes, N for no. Some primary school, guys, don't need to bluff yourself. Like yes means yes, no means no, okay? The answer is yes, right? So as I say, that is another confirmation of the reversal move. You guys know so far? All right. And there we go. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to do some live case studies. And it's much more important, right? Rather than showing you guys pictures on that, we're going to cover some of the stock that you guys are looking at. All right. And we're going to explain the 1GT Pro indicator. So very simple, guys. I mean, a lot of people have always asked me like, hey, Joey, how do you know when to get in and get out? You know, without that whole emotions, I think some of you talk about emotions, greed, fear, plan, mindset as well, which I covered, right? How do you prevent all that from coming into the picture, right, and affecting your brain and and then everything do wrongly? How do you do that? Well, essentially, guys, the short answer is that I have this 1GT, the One Good Trend Pro indicator, that allows me to have bullish, all right, or to have an opinion on any asset classes, on stocks, on US stocks, Singapore stocks, whatever stocks in any markets, any asset classes, crypto, forex, gold, whatever, any stocks, right? In seconds, just by turning it on, all right, we can get to see the bullish or the bearish signals. All right, so that's how it just makes trading so much more simpler. All right, and as I say, right, you can just type the name of any stocks or any asset classes. Just do me a favor, guys. Just type A for any, because we have a lot of questions after that. People ask, hey, Joey, can you do for crypto? Hey, Joey, can you do for Bitcoin? Yes, anything, right? Any, just type A for any, so you guys know, for any asset classes, right? Because my forte is in stocks, right? So some of you ask me, hey, Joey, I know you do US stock, Singapore stock, but then crypto can or not? Can. All right, gold can or can. All right, so don't ask me that again. Okay, so type A for any stocks if you can. It's for any asset classes, all right? You can simply type the name of the stock and any asset classes and get an opinion in seconds, right? So very simple. You can use this 1GT Pro indicator on the mobile app as well, on the desktop, on the website version, on the computer. It's live, the prices are live, maybe a few minutes delay, but it's good enough. And after years of back testing, refining, and tweaking, right, I've developed this indicator, right, with a very specific set of criteria. Literally spent more than $30,000 and more than a year of time and effort to really build this. And I would say that this indicator has made trading, all right, just so much more simpler, not just for me, but for my graduates and students as well, all right? And as I say, this indicator comes up with buy and sell signals to guide us, all right? And you can also set alerts for your stocks or for your any asset classes such that you would be alerted if there are any buy or sell signal. That you don't have to like stare at this stock until the signal comes out and then you know what to do. No, you can set an alert. Does it make sense? Type A for alert, guys. If you understand what I mean by alert, all right. So you can set an alert and you will be notified when a signal comes out, whether is it buy or sell. All right, later I'll show you guys. All right, so you can be alerted by your email, by a pop-up notification, by your app notification. All right, and that's how it works. All right, so let me show you guys a bit more before we look at some live case studies. So this is like DBS right over here. You see, right? This is DBS. Just last year, February, a year back, right? A year back, we got some really good bullish signals, right? And pump. There we go. July last year, we got a bearish signal. So when we get a bearish signal, then not so good. You want to be careful. We could see a bit of a retracement down, all right? But that would be, I would say, 27.6% gain in 5 months, right? In 5 months. And some of you might say, oh, but it's only 27. This is DBS, guys, DBS. All right. And we got another bullish signal in August. All right, and we started to see that reversal happening. A bearish signal came out, another 10.1% gain in 1 month. All right, I've got two bullish signals just in October and November. Of course, we've gone up even higher, but that would be like about 15.3%. I think maybe more than 20%, in fact, right? In about 3 to 4 months. All right, and counting. Does it make sense? Just to be guided on getting in and getting out. As I say, right, these are all real life signals. Maybe a few minutes delay, maybe about 5 minutes delay, but it's good enough. So as long as the criteria are met in the middle of the day at 10 a.m. or 3 p.m. or whatever, the signal will come out, right? By the end of the day, if the criteria are still met, that's where the signal will still stay there, right? Can we still buy if we're far away from the last green signal? Good question, Oliver. I'll come to that in a bit. All right, maybe you can look at some live signal, but I think it has started to move up. If you want to buy when the signal came out like 1-2 months ago, still can. I mean, it still looks pretty good, to be honest. If there's another bullish signal coming out, then maybe even better. All right, but I think it still looks pretty good. All right, but let's take a look at some live case studies later. All right, okay. So NVIDIA. So look at this, right? NVIDIA. 13 Jan 2023, just about 2 years back, before it really started to move, right? We had these two bullish signals right over here, up to 11th August. All right, that'll be about 6 to 7 months, right? 161.2% gain in 7 months. Just type 161, guys. Type 161 in the chat. You feel that 161% gain in about 7 months is something that is pretty amazing, right? Just getting in, right? Type 161 in the chat if you would like gains like this, right? Just to guide you when to get in and when to get out. 161%. Not 7 years, 7 months, guys. All right. And of course, we got a couple of bearish signals and bullish signals. You can see, right? Pam, 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 pam. All right. So that's where it started to consolidate. Nothing wrong. I mean, as I say, right? In an uptrend, you cannot every day go up, right? It start to take a little bit of a breath, take a bit of a breather, go up, got a bearish, go down, got bullish, so it go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down. A bit boring, lah, right? But what happens was when it started to wake up, right? You could see we had two new bullish signals, 8th of Jan, just last year. And don't mind, take a look at the green line. The red and blue, don't need to see. Red and blue, as I say, very easy to see, longer term trend, right? Up since last year already. But the green line, you can see was pretty much flat because it was consolidating sideways. And the green line started to turn up as another confirmation as well. Pump. There we go, right? A bearish signal came back down a bit. We got two new bullish signal in May last year, and off we went. All right, and that would be like about another 142, all right, 0.1% gain in just about 6 months. All right, 6 months. All right. So do we always sell a bearish signal and buy a bullish signal? Yes, Clement, definitely, right? You don't want to buy when you see a bearish signal for sure, lah. I mean, if you see like a bearish signal, you want to be a bit more careful. If you see a green bullish signal, Clement, that's where you want to think about buying. All right. Of course, if you get some other confirmations like the short-term trend turning up and some other things that we'll cover in a bit. Does it make sense so far? All right. 142.1% gain in 6 months. Okay, very good. So before we look at some real life case studies and some live walkthroughs on the stocks that you guys are looking at, right? Maybe what we could do is just to give you guys a quick summary of whatever we have covered just now, right? So it's a bit clearer, okay, Ken? Let's move on. So first thing first, right? We want to establish the long-term trend. All right, remember we look at the red and the blue line, the 100 days moving average and the 200 days moving average. I think all of you know, right? It's something quite easy, okay? We type L for long, right, just now. And then we talk about the short-term trend. We look at the green line, the 20 days moving average. Remember, I asked all of you type S for short, right? Don't mix up. My L is L, long is long, short is short, okay? So by doing these two things, I would say that you're more or less right. I mean, pretty much you are pretty much in the same direction as not just the longer term trend, but the short term trend. Next, we want to wait for what we call a bullish 1 GT signal. All right, and that's where we want to think about identifying zones for entry above the trailing support level, possibly, right? Preferably that would be best because that's where we get the highest reward. All right, because as I mentioned, right, the trailing support follows the stock as it moves up. So as long as you stay above the trailing support, we dip near it, that is where you want to think about timing your entry when we get a new 1 GT bullish signal. Does it make sense, All right. Next, number 4. If we get another 1 GT bullish signal, that's where it's a bit of a more aggressive kind of entry. Remember, we were to break the horizontal resistance, the HR. Remember, guys, as I say, in an uptrend, if we break the HR, the horizontal resistance, that's potentially where we could see even more upside faster. All right, Aaron, how do we know if it's for short, long term? We look at the trend in the long term and short term. Aaron, I think we covered that just now in terms of the moving average. We want both of them to be up. All right, okay? So that's pretty much what we do, right? Number 3, number 4, we get 2 bullish signals, even better. All right, that's where the stock can be pretty fast. It can move up quite, in a very high momentum kind of way. And of course, there's a few more other more advanced steps. This is pretty much how it works very simplistically. All right. Okay, let's move on. Right. Let's take a look at some live case studies. Let's take a look at some live case studies whereby I pull up my 1GT Pro indicator and we are going to cover some of the stock that you guys are asking about, right, in real time. So very simple, guys. Let's take a look at maybe the Singapore market first. Just do me a favor, guys. Just type in the chat some Singapore stocks step by step. I think some of you typing US. We do Singapore first. Can we do Singapore first? Right. Type in the chat some Singapore stocks that you want a quick opinion. All right, and we will do my best to cover. All right, try to pick the one that quite a lot of people ask one lah. Can? Okay, just type in chat any Singapore stocks you want a quick opinion on. Go ahead to type it in the chat. Okay, let's see, right? We have, thanks, right? So guys, forgive me if I cannot cover everything, right? I'll do my best, but if I miss them, my apologies, but let me just try to pick maybe those that are more popular lah. Okay, Grace, UOB, Kelly, DBS, SIS, Singapore, Singapore stocks, right? Singtel, Propnex, OCBC, Propnex, SETS, Bumintama, Agri, SETS, Citrum, wow, so many, SIA, Singapore Airlines. Okay, let me just pick one. I think we can pick like Propnex. Chris, I think you're asking about Propnex, Clement Propnex. Okay, Propnex, right? So Propnex, where is it? Over here. So as I say, guys, I mean, we are covering pretty much the Singapore market, right? But just to be clear, right? Just to be very clear again, because a lot of people always ask me, Joey, does it work for gold? Does it work for crypto? The answer is yes. All right, it's yes, any asset classes, but my forte is in stocks, but it works for any asset classes. You can simply type it and get an opinion in seconds. All right, so this is Propnex right over here. Let's take a look at it very quickly. So you can see, right, this is Propnex. I'll not go too far, but we had a couple of like bullish signals in 2020. Look at this, right? Pump. Green line started to point all the way up. It was down. Green line points up, pump, all the way up. And of course, when we get bearish signals, as I say, you want to be careful. Look at these guys. I mean, we start getting bearish signals here, and down we went. Right? So I think some of you asked me, if you get bearish signals, should we go and buy? I think maybe don't buy first lah. Why you want to buy when we get bearish signal? Plus, you can see the green line also start to point down. You want to go and buy? Can no? Are you okay with 20% down? You okay? Then you can buy lah, right? But I don't want to buy lah, right? I only want to buy when maybe we get a bullish signal right over here. Right? The green line starts to reverse back up. Another bullish signal went even higher. Does it make sense so far? All right, bearish signal, you want to go and buy? Can no? You go lower lah. Does it make sense? So we don't want to buy when you got bearish signal lah. All right? Or when we got bullish signal. So this was in September 2024. Look at this, right? A bullish signal just last year. All right. Two more bullish signals. Off we went. All right. And we are pretty much at $1.10 right now. So I can actually turn on. Look at this. Let me just turn on the trailing support line. So we talked about this trailing support just now, right? Let me just turn it on. And you could see, guys, that when we had this first bullish signal come out, the trailing support pops up, right? And we got two more new bullish signal. And this trailing support we talk about TS, right? The trailing support, it follows the price as it moves higher. All right. And the red and blue line, I think they're both pointing up. So the longer term trend is up. The short term trend is up. Look at the green line. I mean, the green line was up since like November. And we are above the trailing support line. What do you guys think about Propnex? Do you think it's a good stock to think about buying or selling? Type B for buy, S for sell. Let me know, guys, what do you guys think about Propnex? Let me know, all right, based on what we're seeing right now. Is it a good stock to think about buying or selling based on whatever we have covered? Buy, right? I mean, as I say, I think it looks quite good lah, right? Why? Because we are above the trailing support. You give it space, allowance, right? Hopefully can go up some more lah, all right? And the green line pointing up, yes. Long-term trend, is it up? Yes. And maybe we are kept, below this resistance level. All right, we are kept below this resistance level at about $1.10. So I think we can break, above the $1.10. So I think now $1.10 are very hard to cross for the past 1-2 weeks. Every time touch only come down. But I can tell you guys, if I don't know when, if we can break above the 110. I don't know when, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. But if we can go above 110, we can go to 112, 113, 111, above 110, okay? That is where potentially we might see the next phase of upside. It will start to push even higher as well. You guys follow so far? All right. So that is how, just by getting this bullish signal, I mean, looking at this from here all the way up, it will be like a 43.2% gain in 4 months. In 4 months, if you follow the signal. All right, Peter, why is there no trailing resistance? So just to be clear, Peter, all right, we talk about when a stock is in an uptrend, we are above a trailing support line. There's no trailing resistance. A trailing resistance only comes, maybe here, when it's moving down like this, that is a trailing resistance that follow it as it goes down. When it's going down, now we are going up. So different. We have a trailing support that follows it as it goes up. Give it space, fan a bit, hopefully, and go up some more. Does it make sense? So that's for prop next. So not too bad. I think you have put this stock in your watch list. Okay, let me move on and try to cover maybe another stock. Let's see, we have OCBC, Grace, right? OCBC, very quickly, OCBC Bank. Okay, so you can see this is OCBC. Maybe I can just turn off the trailing support line so it's not so messy. So of course, there are a few more other more advanced stuff like the volume. I mean, I can just turn on everything, to be honest, guys. Pump, and then you'll be like, what's happening, man? Right? So I'm not going to do that, right? Step by step. I'll keep it a bit simple first. And let me just turn this off, turn this off, right? And turn this off. Just take a look at these signals very quickly. So you can see that for OCBC, not too bad. All right, we got pretty good bullish signals. Beginning of last year, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way up. A bearish signal came down. The green line point down. All right, look at this. A bearish signal. The green line point down a little bit. Right, and we got new bullish signal. I think the most recent bullish signal was in November. All right, November. Right over here. Got a bullish signal. And this green line from flat also started to point up. Does it make sense? All right. So the short-term trend turned up. We got a bullish signal. The long-term trend, don't need to say up since last year already. Okay. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. I mean, if I can just turn on the trailing support line, look at this, right? So we got let me just remove this. The trailing support, you can see it follows OCBC, accounts for volatility. It gives it space for it to move up. And are we still above? Let me know, guys. Are we above the trailing support line? All right. Just type TS for trailing support. You can see that we are above the trailing support. I mean, we are above this green line, right? We are above this green trailing support. Agree? We are above it, right? So it still looks okay. Is the green line pointing up or down? Up lah. I mean, it's up, right? So I think it's still okay, right? So if we were to near the trailing support, maybe near that 1670, 1680, that could be where some grounds of bargain hunting can come back again, all right? But maybe we are seeing a bit of a resistance right here, maybe about 1750, 17.50. Seems like a bit of selling, all right? Always come down, all right? So I think 1750 would be a bit of a resistance. If we can break the 1750, go to 1755, 60 or something, then not too bad. That's where potentially we might start to push even higher. Then this bullish signal can continue to play out even more, maybe to $18, $19 lah. Does it make sense? So I think not too bad. That's for OCBC. All right, I think just based on this bullish signal here, I would say about a 12-13% in about 2 months. All right, Ken. Ram, can we look at gold to see a volatile commodity? Yes, we can do it, but let me just cover some Singapore stocks very quickly. Okay, then we talk about US. Let me see. Let's type in the chat, guys. Any Singapore stocks? So prop next. Maybe we have SATS. I think two of you, Paul and Wong, is asking about SATS, right? SATS services, I believe. Where is it? Here, Singapore, right? SATS. Let's take a look. Okay, let me just go to take a look. What do you guys think, right? So we got a couple, as I see, right? If you see a bearish signal, then be a bit more careful. Look at this bearish signal, all the way down. A couple of bullish signals coming out last year in June. There we go. Pump, all the way. Another bullish signal coming out. There we go. A couple of recovery, all right? And now if you ask me, maybe before I talk about it, guys, do you think now should buy or not? Let me know, guys. Right now, if you see that, can buy or not? You think, what do you guys think? Let me know in chat. For this company who asked on SATS services, can buy or not? You see yourself. Let me know, can buy or not? What do you think? I think the answer is no also lah. Run lah. I mean, why you want to buy? Why you want to buy? I don't understand. I mean, seriously, why you want to buy? I mean, you want to purposely lose money or what? I mean, we got some bearish signal coming out. We got another bearish signal coming out. You go down even faster. All right. And in fact, I can turn on the trailing. Let me think, right? So you can turn on. So you can see right here, right? We got bearish signal coming up because we broke below this trailing support line. All right. A trailing resistance pops up. And now you can see that this trailing resistance is following prices as it goes down, giving it space to go down some more. Does it make sense? All right. So you got a bearish signal, green line, up or down? Also down lah. So you want to buy? I think don't buy lah, right? Because I don't know how low it can go. All right. Why not wait for it to stabilize? Wait for the green line to maybe start to point up. Wait for a new bullish signal, maybe like here. Right? Then like maybe like here, then we think about buying. Does it make sense, brother? You want to buy now, then I mean last week you buy, then good luck to you lah. Now you buy, maybe next week go down some more, good luck to you lah. Does it make sense? So we don't want to buy because I mean when you see a bearish signal lah. I hope that answers the question. All right. So that's for sets as well. All right. Maybe just one more. I think Yang Zijiang Financial Holding, who is asking Peter, all right? Let's see. Okay, so very quickly, all right. And in fact, these stocks, guys, I think for Propnex and Yang Zijiang Financial Holding as well. All right, these are some of the stocks that we actually share with some of my clients in Philips Securities as well. All right, so later I'll show you guys a bit more of how you can get some of those ideas much faster by WhatsApp. But look at this, right? We've got bullish signals here. May pump, all right? A bearish signal. And I think the most recent one was in September. Look at this, right? Long-term trend up, short-term. Look at the green line, guys. It was like flat. Now starting to point up. All right, starting to point up. This bullish signal seems to be playing out. So I think not too bad. In fact, I can turn on the trailing support line right here. You can see now this trading support is following. I think we are starting to move higher, right? We are following the price as it moves up. So I think anything above that 44 to 45 cents, it looks pretty good, right? It looks like we are in an uptrend. It looks like it can push even higher, right? Especially if you can break the 50 cents or 48 cents, right? So you want to put this stock in your watch list, all right? So I think not too bad. Who's asking about that, right? This stock called Yang Zijiang, all right? Okay, so I think some of you asked about gold, right? Gold. I don't know. I mean, as I say, any asset classes are up to you, right? Gold. This one. Let's just choose this, right? Let's take a look, right? I can just turn it off. Let's take a look at gold, right? So this is gold, not stock. Look at this, guys. Gold, all right? Pump. Right? Bearish signal came down a little bit. Bullish signal, up. We got another bullish signal in November. I think we are making our way back up now. I mean, now it's what, 2,867. It looks like we are making our way back up based on this bullish signal. You guys following so far? All right. Can you see yourself using this? All right. Type Y for yes, guys. You can see yourself doing this. I mean, just type the name only lah. Nothing difficult, right? Just type the name only lah. Okay, that's what I do. Right? Type Y for yes. You can see yourself doing this. Okay. So yeah, so we have covered some Singapore stocks, right? So very simple, guys, right? As I mentioned, I think we covered like Propnex, Yang Zijiang Financial Holding. So these are some of the stocks that we actually share with VIP clients of mine in Philips Securities. So those of you who are not yet a client of mine in Philips Securities, right? And I don't know. I mean, if you have a trading account, you're trading, and you don't have a broker to service, you got no service, no ideas, no videos, no WhatsApp, nobody send you anything. I do check it out as to how you can become a VIP client of mine in Philips Securities, whereby we do share some of those ideas, right, on the Singapore market by WhatsApp daily for free, right, and no additional cost, right? So check it out. Those of you who are not yet a client of mine in Philips Securities, you want to check it out, right? You do not pay anything more. It's pretty much some of the service that we provide to our clients for free, right? So some of you might ask me like how to get it. Well, let me just grab you the link right over here. So that is pretty much okay, I'll just place the link in the chat, right? So in order to find out a bit more on how you can get some of my top ideas by WhatsApp live daily for free, that is the link to pretty much check it out. All right, Ken? Okay, so let me move on right now to cover maybe the US stock. Just type in the chat, guys, any US stocks very quickly, guys. Let's take a look very quickly. US stocks. We're going to cover it very, very quickly. Let's take a look. All right, US stocks. Very quickly, let me just try to pick my, as I say, guys, my apologies if I cannot cover everything. Let me just try to pick the one that's stronger one. Okay, Ken? Nvidia will not be okay. Maybe you can take a look like AVGO, Nvidia, Google, Florence, CrowdStrike. Wow, so many, guys. Just give me a while. Okay. Maybe I'll just pick like Netflix. I think Netflix was one of the stocks that we like as well. Netflix. Let's take a look. So very quickly, guys, you can see Netflix, very strong move. Couple of bullish signals in August. Pump, right? All the way up. Look at this, guys. It seems like we got a bullish signal recently. The green line starting to point up. I think you want to put this stock in your watch list, right? Not too bad. Look at this, right? Bullish signals here in May last year. Green line points up. There we go. Another bullish signal here, beginning of last year. Bullish signals. There we go. All right. So whenever we get a bullish signal, we start to see the stock really pushing higher. Not too bad. All right. So that is for Netflix. Let's take a look at maybe Meta. Is it Meta? Who is asking? Meta. Low asking of Meta. Meta platform, right? I suppose. Let's take a look. All right. Not too bad. Look at this, right? Meta platforms. Bullish signals, pump, pump, ta. All right. Some bearish signals came down a bit. But I think the most recent one was in August. Look at this, right? August, we got a bullish signal. In fact, I can turn on the trailing support very quickly, right? Turn on trailing support. You see, right? We got this trailing support now here. Bullish signal, the trailing support pops up. It follows Meta as it goes higher. Look at these guys. We are, kind of like pushing higher, and this trailing support is following it even closer. The green line that was flat has started to point up as well as another confirmation. All right, and I think it looks pretty good, which seems like we're making our way back up now, right? And let me point you guys to another thing, right? Remember we talked about this thing called the break, like, so all of you know why we got a bullish signal right over here, right over here, because we kind of broke above the trailing resistance and the trailing support pops up. But some of you might ask me, hey, Joey, why is there a bullish signal over here? So if I can draw, right, let me show you guys. I can actually draw this resistance level. Look at this, right? So there was a bit of a resistance, came down, and we finally attempted to break above it. So this is a line I draw. But in fact, with a click of a button, all right, look at this. There's another line right here, pump. Show horizontal support and resistance. So you can see we actually have a horizontal resistance level right here. Of course, the line did not extend, but we still count it. And we break above this horizontal resistance. And that's the reason why we got new bullish signal. Does it make sense? So this is what not I draw on. This one is a click of a button. You can get a quick opinion on the horizontal support and resistance, right? Where buyers or sellers are coming in. Look at this, pump. All right, and it on and off, on and off. All right, so that is for Meta. Not too bad. I think it looks pretty good, right? Bullish signals since August are still playing out. Let's take a look at maybe PayPal. Is it who's asking about PayPal? MSTR. Oh, so many. Palantir. Let's try Palantir. Okay, very quickly, guys. I don't want to go very fast. Okay. Let me see. Right. So this is Palantir. Let me remove the trailing support. Look at this, right? So pretty good bullish signals in August. Look at these guys. Wow, bullish signals in August. Pump all the way up. Got a bearish signal. 139%. All right, 139% in 4 months. All right, and then I think 30th Jan we got a bullish signal, and then I think yesterday it just gap up. Right. So I think it looks good. I mean, the bullish signal came out even before it went up yesterday. All right. I think there's some news that came out. All right. So looks like it's pretty good, but it's really gone up quite a fair bit. Right. So I think this is for Palantir. PayPal, PAYPAL, very quickly. PayPal holding. I don't know what stock. Wow, this one, let's see, right? So we got a bullish signal. So bearish came down, bullish one in July, bearish, another bullish went up a bit. I think right now I want to be a bit careful. Look at this, right? A bearish signal coming out. All right, a bearish signal coming out. Green line starting to point down a bit. So I think you want to be a bit more careful. All right. I think don't want to buy first because a bearish signal has popped out. We probably have broke a support level. Just want to be a bit more careful. All right. Maybe let's take a look at one more. CrowdStrike. I think who is asking CrowdStrike, huh? Let's take a look. So I think CrowdStrike not too bad, right? Got some bullish signals in October 2023, all the way up. Look at this, 2 bearish signals, all the way down. As I say, you want to be patient, you want to wait for time to get back in again, especially when you see a new bullish signal. And that happened in August last year. The green line from going down, also started to turn up. All right, a first bullish signal come out. And if I can just turn on the trailing support line, let's see, right? Look at this, right? It follows CrowdStrike as it moves even higher. Are we still above the trailing support line? Are we still above the TS, this type TS, guys? You can see that we are above the TS, the trailing support type TS, right? We're above it. The green line from flat, I think now starting to point up, all right? And we got another bullish signal. So why do we have another bullish signal? Well, let me explain to you, right? I can just turn on the horizontal support and resistance. Look at these guys. So there's a bit of a resistance right here. You can see we are actually attempting to break the horizontal resistance levels. That's why we could start to see a bit more strength, especially if we can stay above the 400 level. All right, so that is for CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike, not too bad. It seems like we are starting to push even higher. All right, so that is pretty much, I hope that First of all, guys, my apologies if I cannot cover all the stock. My apologies, right? But I think just want to move on a bit faster. All right. And I pretty much covered some of the Singapore stocks. And even later, we have more time, we can try to cover more stocks as well. But I hope that you guys have a better understanding of this 1GT Pro indicator that allows you to get an opinion in seconds. Just by typing the name of any asset classes, any stocks, anything that you want. All right. Does this sound like what you're looking for? Just type Y for yes if that sounds like something that you're looking for, such that you can have a quick opinion whether to buy or not to buy, or to sell or to wait. All right, type Y for yes if that sounds like something you're looking for. Or can you actually see yourself, guys? Can you see yourself using the 1GT, the One Good Trend Pro indicator? All right, can you see yourself doing that? Type Y for yes if you see yourself. Nothing complicated. Just type the name. You do not type the name. Okay, I mean, you need to know what stock to type lah. All right, later I'll come to that. Right, as to some of you might say that, hey, but Joey, I'm totally new. I don't know what name to type. How? All right, but can you see yourself, guys, using the One Good Trend Pro indicator? Nothing complicated, right? Oh, I think quite okay. Okay, very good. So, guys, let me ask you guys a question, right? Can you still make money if you win 2 to 3 trades out of 10? All right, out of 10. Let me know, guys, in chat. What do you guys think, right? Can you still make money if you win 2 or 3 out of 10? Right, so that means 10, you only win 2 or 3, 7 or 8 all lose. Can make money or not? Yes, no, Y for yes, N for no. What do you guys think? Let me know, right? Hard, very hard, depends. What do you guys think? Later I share with you guys lah. Guoli, no, Nadan, no. KS, no, yes. Depends, no. Powerbank, yes, if the gain is good, all right. Yes, depends, Gene as well. All right, so yes or no? All right. Okay, very good. So couple of yes, couple of no, right? Okay. So would it be okay, guys? I mean, how many of you want me to share with you guys some top stocks that are in my watch list, and then maybe we can explain this. This type T for top. If you want me to share with you guys some top stock, that we can maybe explain this question. Type T for top, all right? Okay, then let me see what are some of the top stocks in my watch list. Okay, let me see. All right, so I think we have this stock called Exxon, AXON. All right, they came into my watch list since last year. AXON is a US stock. Let's take a look at Exxon. All right, so you can see for Exxon. Okay, later we talk about a bullish signal coming out recently, but before that, in August, you can see that we were actually consolidating, right? We were actually, okay, let me just turn this off. You can see that we were actually consolidating sideways from here below this 330, 325 resistance level, something like this. Look, it's right. Came down, we touched, came down. Very hard to go above that resistance level, right? But the longer term trend was up, right? You can see the red and blue both up, right? But the green line was like flat down a little bit, a bit boring, the green line. The short term trend was sideways. But look at this right over here. You can see we broke above this resistance at about 330, right? And off we went. So now let me just turn on. How were we even alerted? Well, let me just turn on these signals. Look at this right over here. You can see that we got a new bullish signal popping up right here. And of course, the green line, which was like flat and boring, started to turn up as another confirmation, all right? And there we go, all right? All the way up from here to here, all right? And that would be like about 88% in just about 4 months, right? So let me just go to explain this point right over here regarding like the reward to risk ratio. It's a very, very important concept whereby can you really still make money if you win 2 or 3 out of 10 trades? So when this thing pop up, right, we want to think about getting in near the trailing support level. So for example, right over here, right, we have in terms of a potential trade plan, right, all the way up maybe to around that 600 target price. So of course, it's gone even higher, but let's just say a 600 target price, and you enter near the trailing support, and you have what we call a stop loss below the trailing support, because this trailing support gives it space for it to move up. Does it make sense? All right, so as long as you stay above it, we're okay. But if we go below it, then not so good. All right, so we can have a stop loss below it, all right, in case it were to go below. All right, and then you get out. But in terms of the upside reward, we can have a target then, maybe to about 600 or 500. All right, you can see the longer term trend is up. The short term trend was up, right, flattening out a little bit, and that's where it started to point up. So based on this plan here, getting in near the trailing support, right, you can see that the reward to risk is about 12.69. 12.69. Let's say 12 times. So very simple. Let me ask you guys a question, right? Based on this trade, right, on the 12 times reward to risk ratio, right? Let's say you lose $100 lah, right? You lose $100. How much can you potentially make based on the 12 times reward to risk ratio? Let me know, guys, what do you guys think, right? So Lose, you lose 100. Make, you can potentially make how much? Based on the 12 times reward to risk ratio. Just type in the chat, guys, the answer. What do you guys think? So lose, you lose 100, but if you, let's say you follow this trade plan, you make, how much can you potentially make? Thanks, Michelle, 1,200, Guoli, 1,200. Exactly. How do you get 1,200? Well, 12 times 100. All right. And that's exactly what you want to do, right? You want to not just pick stocks which are strong, but you want to get in at levels so that it gives you the highest reward to risk, right? And most people always think about winning and winning, but let me tell you guys that in the stock market, it's not always about winning and winning, right? But it's how much you win when you win and how much you lose when you lose. Does it make sense? I mean, if you win, you make like $10 or $50, then no point lah. Lose, you lose a few thousand, then how can, right? So you want to make more when you're making, you want to lose less when you're losing. Type F for follow, guys. If you're following so far, this is a very, very important topic, right? Type F for follow if you're following. And you want, when you win, you want to win more. When you lose, you want to lose more. That's how you make money in the stock market. Very simple. All right. Most people do the opposite. Lose a lot, win only win $10, $50 like that. All right. All right. So this is a stock that, is in my watch list still. All right. In fact, look at this, guys. We got a new, right? Why do I cover this? Look at this, right? We got a new bullish signal popping out, right? This coming out. Why? Let me just turn on the trailing resistance. Look at this, right? The trailing resistance, we actually attempted to break above it. Look at the green line. It started to go from down, flat, now starting to point up. So I think it looks pretty good. If you can go above the 680 or 700 level, guys, I think this stock is pretty much, making its way up. I'm not too sure whether it'll be from here all the way up. I mean, if I can take this and like copy and then paste here, I don't know whether it'll be like that, but can you guys see what I'm doing? Like in terms of like having a bullish signal, we can potentially start to see more upside. All right, so that is one stock that you want to put in your watch list, right? All right, and maybe one more stock like Visa. Let me see. I think we have one stock called Visa as well. Here, right, one stock called Visa. Look at this, right? So we can see that for Visa, same thing, got a bullish signal recently. Based on this trade plan over here, reward to risk was about 350, all right? Based on this, getting in near a trading support about 9 times, right? So when you lose $100. If you make, you want to make more than 5 times, 6 times, 8 times reward to risk. So based on 9 times, you lose 100. If you make, you can make $900. All right, so that's how you're going to pick stocks like these. You want to pick stocks pretty much like this. So that's Visa. You can put that in your watch as well. All right. So I hope that's answered the question, guys. Does it make sense? I mean, can you see yourself doing this? All right. Type P, guys. Type P for possible, guys. If you think that it is now possible to find 2 or 3 winning trades out of 10, type P for possible, right? Find 2 or 3. Not as you find a lot, only find 2 or 3. All right. Especially if you have this one GT Pro indicator. All right. Type P for possible, guys, if you think it's now possible. All right. P. All right, Aaron, Tessa, Power Batch, right? So it's entirely possible. But by the way, guys, I just want to make sure you understand. I'm not asking you to purposely, win 2 or 3 times only. Right? Doesn't mean that, right? What I'm trying to explain to you is that even if you win 2 or 3 out of 10, you can still make money. Right? Because when you win big. When you lose small. Right? Doesn't mean you want to go and win 2 or 3 purposely. You want to win more, you want to win like 6 or 70% of the time, right? 60 to 70% win rate, that way even better. But even with 2 or 3, you can still make money. All right. Power, how do you define reward to risk? Basically, it's the upside reward to the downside risk. All right. How much you're willing to risk for that reward. You must have a high reward to risk ratio. All right. Okay, very good. So a lot of possible. Thank you so much. So let me show you guys a case study by Philip. All right. And he has implemented what I taught in the one good trend strategy. Let's see what he has to say.
It's very simple to comprehend, simple to follow. It's step by step, and it's really a dummy's guide to trading. So for other courses, you really need to study the notes, and then it's pretty complicated. This one I will really say is really step 1, 2, 3, a beginner's guide to trading, and you can see results.
That's Philip, guys, who had no idea, what a trend is in the stock market. But now he's able to write the trend of any counter, all right, confidently, and how simple it is for anyone to apply what is taught, and more importantly, see results. All right. Does this cover US stocks also, PG? Yes, yes, yes. Well, I see many people will ask this type of question. Okay, so the answer is yes, right? It covers US stocks. I mean, if we just went through some Singapore stocks, right? I bought Visa and what did I go through? Exxon, right? So yeah, PG, it covers US stocks, Singapore stocks, any asset classes. Those do me a favor, guys. Just type A in the chat for any, all right? So that you know that it covers any stocks, any markets, any asset classes. You can simply type the name, like what we did, and then get an opinion in seconds. All right. So yeah, US stock definitely. Bitcoin also yes. Clement also yes. Okay. Any Clement. Okay. Anything. Okay. Anything. As long as you can find the stock lah. All right. So you can find the asset classes. Any. All right. Forex yes also can. All right. Can. Okay. Let's move on.
It's very
Okay, so let's take a look at what some of my graduates are saying after learning the One Good Trend framework as well, right? Stefan, I'm consistently profitable monthly. Kit saying that he bought and sold iFast based on your analysis. 14.8% gain in 1 week, all right? All of them have moved up since your sharing. Joe saying that 2.4K profit in just 3 days. Ty saying that first gain 6.6%, another gain 9%, all right? Justin, all right, 5-figure gains in less than 2 months. All right, 5-figure gains in less than 2 months. Just type 5, guys. Type 5 in the chat if you would like to have like 5-figure gains in less than 2 months, or you feel that 5-figure gains in less than 2 months is something that you would like that, right? Something that is achievable as well. Just type 5 in the chat. Let me know. Type 5. All right, 5. Awesome. All right, very good. So Terrence, right, have made 15% to 20% profit along the way. Mabel, 6K profits on just one trade yesterday. Awesome. Daryl already made back my school fees. John, I've made my first million by now. Right? How many of you want to make a first million in the stock market? Just type M for million, guys. If you like to make a first million in the stock market, just type M for million. All right, let me know. M. All right, 2M. Don't need 2 lah. 1 can really. Don't be so greedy lah. All right, 1M can really. Okay, M. Okay. So I want to show you guys why now is a very small window of opportunity, all right, in case some of you are still thinking about, sitting on the sidelines, waiting and all that. So there are some weakness recently. I think right? Donald Trump came in and they kind of like announced some tariffs over the weekend. Last month there was some talks about slowing down the pace of rate cuts and all that. So maybe let's take a look at what we call the S&P 500 index. Right? So very quickly, maybe I can just turn it on, the S&P 500 index, and let's take a look. So as I say, this indicator works on any asset classes, even the market. This is the S&P 500 index, not the stock. All right, you can see it's the market, and you can see that we actually had some pretty good bullish signals for the S&P. All right, now look at this bearish signals, pump. There we go. A bullish signal in November, all right, came down. All right, another bearish signal here, came down. Right, a bullish signal in September, off we went. And let's take a look, right? We got 2 new bullish signals coming out. The green line has started to slope up just a little bit. So my take, guys, is this, right? We are seeing a bit of resistance right over here. I would say somewhere around that 6,000, if you can just draw this line, right? I think 6,100 to 6,120, all right? We are seeing a bit of resistance. We can't really break that level, sellers are just coming back. But there are some signs of strength already, all right? If you got a bullish signal, we got a bullish signal coming out, we got a green line starting to point up, the long-term trend, look at the red and blue line, that one quite easy to see, already up since last year. If we can break above the 6,150, 6,200, I think that is where it could spark off a whole new rally. All right. And we could even turn into a bull market. There's some weakness, of course, right? But all these weakness, you can see that every time we have weakness, we got a bearish signal, it pulls back down, a bullish signal comes out. Look at this, right? Pulls back down, bullish signal, pulls back down, bullish signal. All right. Another one, right? Pulls back down, right here, bearish. Look at this, all the way down. Look at this bullish signal, the green line from flat started to point up, and there we go. So the longer term trend has been up. In the short term, yes, we did see some selling here and there. But once the short term trend turns up, plus a bullish 1 GT signal, there we go. Started to see that rally all the way up. So right now, I think something could be coming up, all right, especially if we break the very key level. So that's the reason why now is a very small window of opportunity, all right? And you can take your time and wait, guys, but as I say, the market waits for no one. So you want to know how to position yourself, right, in not just the market, but also in specific stocks to really catch the bull run if it comes, all right? Okay, so that's pretty much secret number 2, right? How to position yourself in massive potential stocks and be guided on entry and exit with my 1GT Pro indicator. All right, how many find it pretty interesting? I mean, you got some value so far. Just type V, guys, for value. If you got some value so far, you learned something, just type V for value. Let me know, guys. I mean, that's very important. Type V for value if you got value, over the past 1.5 hours that we are here, right? Type V for value. All right, V. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on to the next part, right? Secret number 3, how we scan the entire market to get or to filter out sniper targeted winners in less than 5 seconds, right? Before waiting for that 1GT buy signal, right? So why do we want to cover this? Well, essentially, guys, I mean, we have looked at some live case studies, your Singapore stocks, your US stocks, right? And now you can just type the name of any asset classes, any stocks, and get an opinion in seconds, right? So some of you might ask me, hey, Joey, I'm totally new. Like some of you type N and E, like, Peter or Michelle, right? Type N and E, or I mean, totally new to the market. And you might ask me, hey, Joey, I don't even have any name to type. I'm like totally new. I just started. I don't even know what is DBS. Got this stock called DBS. Got this stock called NVIDIA or Microsoft. I really don't know. All right. So, good question. Good question. I mean, it's true, because there's like more than, 8,000 over stocks in the US, more than 600 over stocks in the Singapore market, right? How then do you actually filter out the top 1% of stocks to buy, such that after that, you can be guided on when to get in and get out on the top 1% of stocks? Does it make sense? All right. So, well, essentially, guys, the short answer is that on this platform on TradingView, all right, that's where my 1GT Pro indicator is based. I've shown you guys just now. All right. There's a screener whereby I've selected a very specific set of criteria that covers not just the technical, but also the fundamentals of a stock. All right. And, there are like about 14 criteria for the US market, more than 6 over criteria, I think, for the Singapore market, that allows us to pull out the top 1% of stocks. All right. And now, once we pull it out, we are being able to be guided when to buy and sell based on the 1GT Pro indicator, based on that bullish and bearish signal. It's kind of like a double confirmation, right? Just type C for confirmation, guys. You can see what I'm saying. So we're getting a double confirmation. We're getting like a top 1% plus. You know what to do with the top 1%. Does it make sense so far? All right. So before you pump and fire your gun, and before you pull the trigger and then take the trick, right? Can you guys see that that's where your odds of winning are just so much higher? You see what I'm saying so far? All right. So let me show you guys the screener, right? So very quickly, let me show you guys the screener. Right over here. So this is the screener. All right, of course, I mean, I've hidden the criteria. They are only exclusive for my graduates and stuff. So there are like 7 criteria for the Singapore market, maybe the US 1GT screener right over here. So you can see these are some of the stocks that pop out. And we have like Visa. I don't know, what stocks do you guys want? I mean, as I say, these are the top 1% of stocks. By right, if you close eye, you anyhow buy also can one now, right? But don't do that, okay? But any one of them, right? I don't know. What do you guys want? I mean, these are the top stocks, all right? We could have like what is this? All right, maybe let's take a look at this IBM, right? Let's open the chart, pump. All right, so we could put all this stock in your watch list. This is what I do. All right, and very quickly you can take a look if there are any bullish or bearish signals. So the top 1%, but now you're guided on what to do with the top 1%. Look at this, right? Pump, 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 all the way up. A bearish signal, you want to be careful, right? Starts coming down. A bullish signal, starts to go up. 2 bullish signals starts to go up. Right, a bearish signal recently came down, but now we got a new bullish signal. I think you want to put this stock on your watch list. What stock is this? IBM. All right, let's take a look. Another one. I don't know. What do you want? I think we can just try MasterCard Incorporated. All right, add to the chart. Let's take a look at this. Right, so now top 1%. And we are being guided on when to get in and get out on the top 1%. Look at this, right? Bullish signals here. Bearish, you want to be careful. I don't buy now. Okay, you can see came down a bit more. That's where it started to reverse a bullish signal in July. All the way up. Bearish came down like a few days, but now we got 2 bullish signals. Green line also starting to point up. All right, I think you want to watch this stock as well. All right, I think it's starting to move up. You guys follow so far? All right, so that is for have access to Malaysia stock. Yes, Malaysia stock, a Singapore stock, Hong Kong stock, Germany stock, any stock also can. All right, Ibrahim. All right, so some of you are asking me whether got any stock. Yes, any stock. We type any many times already. Okay, can. So that's how this screener, all right, allows us to just filter out the top 1% of stocks, even for the Singapore market very quickly, right? So SG 1GT screener. Let's take a look, right? We have like I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we have Propnex. Propnex is over here as well. All right, I mean, you can take a look at these results. We have like DBS here. Maybe let's take a look at Yang Zhejiang. I think Yang Zhejiang is one of the stocks that we like as well. Pump. Let's take a look. So you can see this is Yang Zhejiang. Not too bad, not too bad, right? Got a couple of bearish signals. You can see bullish one went up, bearish coming down. January last year, pump. There we go all the way up. Bearish signals move sideways, and then the most recent one was a bullish signal in December. We are making our way up already. All right, so I think looks pretty good. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much how, all right, we have, this specific screener criteria to put the top 1% of stocks, and then we know what to do with the top 1% of stocks. All right, so let's take a look at what some of my graduates are saying about the 1GT indicator as well, right? Your system is indeed explosive, 1.1K profit in 2 days. We have Chan saying that his system works big time, 15K profits from the scanner, all right? 1GT saved a lot of time, and I diligently look at the screener. I wouldn't now blindly buy anything. Of course, like you screen and come out, if there's a bearish signal, then don't go and buy lah. All right, more than make back the cost fee in only 2 weeks. All right, like feng shui, not feng shui lah, it's just based on the back-tested, proven strategy. All right. Wong saying that after watching your video and using the 1GT screener, I've already made back the masterclass fee. Right, first win after almost a year. All right, very good. So now I think we've covered, guys, secret number 1, secret number 2, and secret number 3. So let me ask you guys a question, right? If you have followed, right, what I've showed you in secret number 1 and 2, whereby your mindset is right, you establish a long-term trend, the short-term trend, and you buy when you see a bullish signal, and you get out when you see a bearish signal. And then, you go on to secret number 3, whereby before you even do that, right, you filter out the top 1% of stocks, high probability winning stocks. Before you even do that, before you wait for that buy signal, do you think you could be successful? This type S for successful. If you think that you could be successful, type S for successful, guys. If you feel that you could be successful, if you go through secret number 1, number 2, and now secret number 3, whereby before you even do that, you feel the top 1% of stock. Let me know, guys, if you feel that you could be successful. Type S for successful if you feel that you could be successful. How many of you are excited about what we just talked about? Type Y for yes if you're pretty excited. All right. Thanks, Sean, Guo Li, JSKS, Barhin, Sean, Nada, Andy, Jazz. Thank you so much. Yes. Awesome. Very good. So here's the deal, guys. This all I pretty much can teach you in about an hour or so. But if you'd like for me to teach you even more, in fact, if you'd like for me to help you accomplish what we've been talking about here, all right, and give you access to some of the tools that top advanced tools that we have, right? Can I have your permission, right, to spend the next 20 or 30 minutes or so, right, to share with you a program that I truly think, all right, can help you achieve your goals even faster? Would it be okay, guys? Would it be cool with you if I can share with you guys what this program is about so that you can decide if it's the right fit? Would that be cool? Just type C for cool. If that is cool with you, type C for cool, guys. If that's cool, let me know, guys. Type C for cool. If you want me to share with you guys this program, just want to ask for your permission here. All right, just type C for cool if that's cool. Very cool. Thank you, Clement. All right, cool. Thanks, Wong. Thanks, Xia, David, Jess, Savaraju. All right, very good. So introducing to you guys this program that I call the One Good Trend Bootcamp. Right, One Good Trend Bootcamp. So here's the thing, guys. Here's what one of my students, John Tan, has to say about the entire framework. So John is a 76-year-old gentleman in Singapore. And you know what? Before he learned the framework, right, he has no idea what stocks to buy. It was just anyhow buy, anyhow keep, anyhow hold, all right? And what he says is this. There's a video for it, but I'm not going to play it. It's too long, right? I'm just going to summarize it. And what he says is this, right? This is definitely a very powerful course. And I believe it's going to help a lot of people. Based on his strategy, I doubt one would fail. I'm sure I can make good profits. 40% to 50% gains in time. In time to come, right? I'm not surprised as I've already made some gains. John Tan. The point here is this, guys, if even a 76-year-old gentleman like John can do it, anyone can do it. If you're able to follow whatever I've been talking about just now, nothing complicated, all right? Even my primary son also can understand. All right, I believe in keeping things simple. All right, it's about practicing the right formula. All right, and keeping things simple as well. All right, so let me show you guys what you're going to get in the One Good Trend Bootcamp. So very simple, right? The first thing you're going to get is the One Good Trend 2 days bootcamp. All right, what is this about? Well, essentially, this is a live Zoom online training, right? Live Zoom online training, like what we're doing right now over Zoom, right? And you don't have to travel anywhere. You can learn in the comfort of your own home. Let me just go to place the dates in the chat right now, right? So One Good Trend Bootcamp is a 2 days online Zoom training, and that's where you'll be coming. You'll be coming on 15 and 16 February 2025. This is Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'll just place the dates in the chat, right? It's on the slide as well. That's pretty much the same date. So it's a 2 days bootcamp. Next weekend, we don't do this often, guys. The next one probably 2 or 3 months down. That is pretty much the date, right? 15, 16 Feb 2025. I know some of you are saying that you might have something on. Let me just place the next batch, right? In case you really cannot make it for the one that is next weekend, 15 and 16 Feb. The next one will be, all right, on the 12th and 13th April 2025. So go ahead, guys, to check the dates in your calendar right now. Go check the dates in your calendar. Hopefully, you can join us next week, all right, and and get many of the things that we'll talk about in a bit, right? But the next one will be this next weekend, 15 and 16 Feb. 2025, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So this is the entire live training, guys, where I will show you how to trade the trend of any counter, when to get in, when to get out. You're going to hear me speak live, see my mouse move. We're going to do it together step by step. It's going to be interactive. There's no BS, hands-on, non-theory, all right? And you can pretty much ask questions before we move into each new topic. All right, so that at the end of this bootcamp, you can pull out any single stock, any single asset classes, and have an opinion in seconds. All right, and this is valued at about $2,997. All right, I can't make it every weekend. How? Grace, not to worry. All right, I'll share more, a little bit more. Just hang in there, whereby there is a replay for those of you who really cannot make it next weekend. I'll share more in a bit. Right, just hang in there. But this will be the dates, right? 15 and 16 Feb 2025. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You don't have to take any leave. It's not Monday to Friday. All right. It's a weekend, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have a lunch break as well. All right. Okay. Next, who does this work for? I want to make sure you understand this, right? It works for you. If you have not yet started, you are new, you type N for newbie just now, I will handhold you and show you how to do it step by step, right? And even if you have some experience in trading, you type E for season and experience, right? It works for you, as I mentioned. I will show you how to tighten up your trading plan for even higher rewards, right? And this works for you even if you're a stock market investor or fundamental investor. I know some of you might say that, hey, but Joey, I buy and keep for 5 years, 10 years, that kind of thing, right? Okay, nothing wrong with that, good, but don't you think it'll make a difference if you now know exactly when to get in and get out? I mean, and hopefully be in the same direction as the trend, as the bullish signals, rather than find out like 5 or 10 years time that you pick the wrong stock and then, it's all the way down. Does it make sense? All right, so it's for you as well, whether you're a stock market investor or fundamental investor, because you get to time your entry even better, all right, technically as well. All right, so basically it's for anyone who want to take a performance, right, in a stock market or any classes, any asset classes to a whole new level. All right. Okay, number 2, what you're going to get is this, right? Decoding a 740K trend trading strategy. So remember, guys, how I got out of a 740K debt through the stock market with my proven strategy, right? So here's where I will decode my entire One Good Trend strategy. All right, I'll show you move by move how to analyze. We're going to pull out the One GT Pro indicator together. All right, we're going to do it live together at the bootcamp. And I've taken out all the things that do not work. We only focus on things that work. All right, and yeah, here it is, right? You'll be able to download the PDF slides as well, right? Before we begin each day at the bootcamp, and we'll be going through some live case studies as well on real life stocks, obviously, right? You'll be able to download the, the whiteboard image whereby I draw on my whiteboard, the diagrams, everything will be sent to you. And this is valued at about $4,000, right? $4,000, even though I know it's worth a whole lot more. I mean, just help me come out of a 740K debt. Palvesh, in the bootcamp, will you teach to screen the 1% of stock? Good question. I'll come to that in a bit. All right? Okay, number 3. You're going to get all the roadmaps, cheat sheets, and checklists, resources that I use. These are basically things that we have developed in-house. And I'm even going to straight up give you guys the Excel sheet that me and my team use on a daily basis. Right? And all these guys is going to significantly save you a ton of time and money because we have pretty much done all the hard work and heavy lifting, all right, so that you can follow and you will not miss any step. And this is valued at about $500. Okay, what else do you need? What if I were to give you guys access or lifetime access to this private group called the Stock Market Elites, so that after the live bootcamp for life, you will be supported through the community, all right? And that's where you can meet all my graduates from all my other courses and events. You can ask questions, you can even place your analysis there. My graduates and my team, myself can guide you even more. And you can hone your skills even more after the bootcamp. All right. And of course, you can motivate one another as well, share your wins and results. You can even leave me a review like this, right? We have like LS Tan, hands-on coaching, Hanwei, technology to scan, right? Jason, learning from the master, Angela, right? You are the real deal. Chicken, you explain the concept behind the system, right? And that's exactly what we'll do, guys. Before we even use the One GT Pro indicator, we're going to explain the framework behind so you totally understand. In fact, I'll be very happy you can tell me that the signal is here and then why exactly it's there. Every single signal, exactly why it appears. All right, so we are going to do that. We're going to cover the reason so that you will not use it blindly, lah. All right, you also don't know why it come out, then so no point, lah. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. Next, in other words, right, what you're going to get is this, right? The One Good Trend 2 days bootcamp, decoding a 740K trend trading strategy, all right? And the roadmap, cheat sheet, and checklist, the graduates community. And this brings the total value to about $7,491. All right, yeah, you have to bring a laptop and notebook, definitely, because this is over Zoom, like what we're doing right now. All right. Okay, number 5. This is, I think, the reason why all of you are still here. All right, you're going to get free 6 months access to the One GT Pro indicator. So, guys, we have looked at some live case studies. I don't know, 161% in 5 months. All right, I've done all the heavy lifting. I've done all the hard work. I have hired my developer, literally spending more than $30,000 when I first started tweaking, back testing, and refining it along the way. Right, when you use this indicator, guys, not only will you save the time and money that I've spent to develop it, but you could also save what could be months or years of wasted time and money because you are doing it right the first time. You're being guided on when to buy and when to sell, right? So as I mentioned in the indicator just now, of course, I can turn on everything. It's some other advanced features. I don't have time to cover everything. All this will be explained in the bootcamp. But we have a risk management tool as well. And that's very important as well. That will be covered as well. All right, that's covered as well, right? So you get free 6 months access to the One GT Pro indicator that by, you can simply type the name of any stocks and get an opinion. JL, what happens after the free 6 months? Very good question. I'll come to that in a bit. In fact, I have a slide for that, right? Okay, so to recap, guys, to the One GT Pro indicator, all right, we are able to type the name of any stocks. I say A for any, we covered that. Okay, A for any stocks, any asset classes, gold, crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, FX, US dollar, Japanese yen, blah, 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 anything, right? Okay, and get an opinion in seconds based on the bullish or bearish signals that are shown. You've seen the evidence, guys. What? 161.2% in 7 months. All right, 142.1% in 6 months. Can you imagine, guys? How much time you can save and how powerful is that? And how your emotions and your mindset will not affect you when you have a tool like this to help you. Does it make sense so far? All right. As I mentioned, these are all real life signals, guys. You follow, you execute, you get in, you get out. 142.1% gain in 6 months. Just type 142, guys. Type 142 in the chat if you feel that 142% gain in about 6 months is something pretty impressive. And that's something that you like as well. Type 142 in the chat if you feel that 142% gain in 6 months. Type, not 6 years, 6 months. All right, it's something that you like as well. 142, right? And as I say, guys, you can simply set an alerts such that you will be notified on any signal as well. All right. Okay, good. And the thing is this, right? It can also want you to get out, especially if you see some bearish signal. Remember, guys, when we see bearish signal, then you want to be careful, don't anyhow go and buy, right? So how many of you feel that? People always talk about getting in, buy, very easy to buy, right? But buy, you don't know what to do, right? How many of you feel that getting out is very important as well? Just type O, type O for out. If if you personally feel that getting out also very, very important. Just type both out. Let me know, guys, what you guys think. Thanks, Bhavresh. Michelle, out actually more important. Still not answer after 6 months free. KS, later I'll come to that. Not to worry, KS, all right? Out, Davy, out, Danny, out, Beam, Davy. All right, very good. So in fact, guys, my take is that out is even more important than in, right? Because in, very easy, man. Just go and buy and after don't care, right? But if you don't know when to get out, I don't know, right? That's where your profits can be eroded from profits can huge losses. Look at this, right? For example, oh, this is what prop next, right? We got some bullish signals. I think we covered that just now, right? August, we got bearish signal. There we go. Get out. All right, bearish signals, get out. All right, and maybe when to get back in again when you see a bullish signal. Does it make sense so far? All right. And that's what you get as well, right? For the 1GT Pro indicator, free 6 months access. And this is valued at about $197 a month. So I'll come to that question in terms of what happens after 6 months. Not to worry, just hang it there, right? Okay, number 6. So what you're going to get as part of the bootcamp stage, right? I will review to you guys my other one explosive trade strategy. All right. In short, this strategy is called 1ET, not the 1GT, not the one good trend. The one I shared with you just now is called one good trend. This is one explosive trade, 1ET. All right. Different, different. Okay. I only have 2 strategies. The one good trend, which I just shared with you guys a glimpse of it just now. All right. And this one ET, the one explosive trade. So if you like what you have seen so far, guys, for the one good trend, well, then you haven't seen the real thing yet. All right. All this while, people have always been talking about, low risk, high probability trades. I mean, nothing wrong, right? But what about the potential? I mean, like, is it 10%, 20%, 30%? Or would you rather 50, 80, 100%? Does it make sense? So this is exactly what the one ET explosive trading strategy is about, right? Low risk, high probability, and extremely high potential stock. And that's exactly what I'll review to you guys because you're part of this bootcamp. And remember, guys, how I got out of a 740K debt in about 2.5 years. My one good trend strategy was good. It worked. I mean, guys, you write the trend, you maximize your gains along the way, blah, blah, blah. Good stuff. Going to apply it, right? But to be honest, what really made it faster, okay, was the one explosive trade strategy. Because when I get to confirmation, this strategy say good, the other strategy say good, then don't need think so much lah. I mean, it's like 不用想太多啦. Does it make sense, guys? In this 2 days live bootcamp, I'm going to share with you guys this one ET, the one explosive trade framework, and the power of these secret strategies that I'm sure it will benefit you as well. All right. And for this strategy, we only share for inner circle members, but I've decided to just include it in this bootcamp to review to you this strategy. All right. Okay. So number 7, right? You get this monthly private group coaching as well by my mentors for 6 months, free 6 months access, so that after the bootcamp, you get the support as well. We handheld further. You can ask questions in this private Zoom session as well. And this is valued at about $97 a month as well. All right. Free 6 months access to monthly group coaching sessions. So in other words, what you're going to get is this, right? The 1GT Pro indicator, free 6 months access. All right, the one explosive trade strategy reviewed. The monthly group coaching, free 6 months access as well. And the total value of all this would be $12,285. Now, obviously, guys, I'm not going to charge you $12,285 lah, all right? But here's the thing, guys. If I did, just if I did charge you $12,285, just if, right? And if, right, just if all it did was to finally, get you a proven, profitable framework, right? So that you can trade the stock market or any asset classes with absolute clarity, right? When exactly to buy, when exactly to get out. Would it be worth it to you? Right? Type W for worth it, guys. If all it did was to allow you to do that, right? If all it did was to allow you, would it be worth it? Type W for worth it, guys. If you feel that could be worth it, right? And if all it did, right, was to allow you to use an indicator to potentially make gains of 142.1% gains or 162% in a matter of months, right? Sometimes weeks. Would it be worth $12,285? Would it be worth it? Let me know, guys. If all it did was to allow you to do that, type W for worth it, guys. If you feel that, yeah, it could be worth it, type W. And finally, guys, if all this, right, was to allow you to fire your boss and give you not just the financial freedom, right, but the time freedom, right, to do the things that you love, would it be worth it? Let me know, guys. Type W in the chat if you feel that that could be worth it. I mean, if it allows you to do all these things, if it allows you to get in and out with confidence, to fire your boss, to make 142%, would it be worth it? Let me know. Let me know. Type W for worth it if you feel that could be worth it. All right, W. Awesome. Thank you so much. Right. So in one of my live events, right, I asked my students, right, how much do they think it was worth? Okay. And here's what actually happened. Let me just play this quick video. Thank you very much, guys. All right, okay. Oh, these are my students. They're awesome bunch of people, all right? Awesome bunch of people, all right? Okay, guys, raise your hands. You are now in the third and final day of Precision Training Festival. Raise your hands. Oh, thank you. So how many of you now know how to pretty much form an opinion, all right? And in less than 3 minutes, you know exactly when to enter and exit with precision. Raise your hands, come on. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much, guys. All right. How many of you will agree that this explosive training strategy, all right, that I've completely imparted to you guys, all right, completely imparted to you guys, all right, is indeed powerful when we can make some serious gains with it. How many will agree? Raise your hand. Yes. Wow, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, let me ask you guys this question, right? What if I were to offer you guys 100%, all right, money back guarantee, 100% money back guarantee, right? However, you're not able to implement, all right, any of the strategies, any of the blueprint, any of the system, every single asset, everything that I imparted to you, okay, that we have learned over the 2.5 days, all right? Is there any one of you who want your money back? No. Anyone? No. Okay, thank you guys. I didn't forget this, right, guys? Okay, live. Okay. What if I would offer you right back? What do you want? 3 months. Okay, I would like to invite, all right, all of you to stand if and only if, right, you feel that I completely over-delivered, I give you everything and you gain immense value from this program. I'd like to invite all of you to stand. Thank you very much. If and only if. Thank you so much. So, when I did this event, right, and many of my students, they'll come up to me and they were like calling me crazy. Then I was like, hey, why do you say that, right? Well, first thing they said that they have never been to an event whereby, at the end of the event, the trainer actually offer to give them their money back, not 1 time, 2 times, but 3 times, all right? So the first thing I say is that number one, I don't need your money, right? And number two is because I know how much what I taught them is worth if it is implemented. All right, if they actually implement it, right? And the truth is this, guys, I mean, you can learn theory, you can watch YouTube videos and all that, but if you don't put anything into action, I mean, how much is it worth, right? Nothing, all right? That's what I mentioned at the beginning, right? We want to take massive action because you learn, you don't take action, nothing, all right? So the question is, how much is it worth if you actually implement it? So here's the thing, right? All of them paid close to $4,000 to be there. Right? In fact, to be exact, it's $3,900. You can see right over here, which is the price point for all my live events. The price point for all my live events, right? And you can see why it's a good deal at $3,900. But here's the thing, guys. I mean, even though I could charge that amount, right? You're not going to invest that amount because we have taken things virtually, as you can see, right? This entire 2 days boot camp, right? In fact, let me just place the dates again in the chat, right? Let me just place the dates again in chat in case some of you might be lost, right? The dates are right over here, 15, 16 Feb, next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're really not able to make it, right, go ahead to lock it in for the next one. Later I'll show you guys how. The next one will be on the 12th and 13th April. Saturday and Sunday as well, all right, 12, 13 April, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. as well, all right? So yeah, as you can see, right, these 2 days live bootcamp is now over Zoom, right? It's not like, I don't have to book a hotel, book a ballroom, pay for lunch and tea breaks and send myself and my team over there, right? I don't have to do that, right? So because you're on this very web class, right, you're not going to invest that amount, all right? You're also not going to invest $1,997 as well, all right? Why? Because I know, guys, that, it's tough times, right? Inflation, cost of living is rising. There are talks about economy not doing well as well, right? And I just want to make it easier for everyone else here, right? So here's what I'll do, right? I want to reward fast action takers. And those of you who are serious in doing this, all right, I like to reward those who do not hesitate. Why? Because I find that people who, they do not hesitate, they are the most successful. They jump, they learn, they take action, and they move forward fast, all right? They capture the stocks, they capture the market, and they start, making massive profits, right? And I want to encourage that behavior. So very simple. I want to give you guys a very special offer and some bonuses as well for the first 5 of you or in the next 10 minutes. Okay, let me know, guys. How many of you want this special offer and some bonuses? That's type B for bonuses. Type B for bonuses, guys. If you want to have some bonuses, all right, type B for bonuses. All right, if you're one of those who like bonuses, right? Wow, B. All of you like bonuses, right? B. Okay, very simple, guys. For the first 5 of you or in the next 10 minutes, I'm just going to place my timer app right over here at the little corner, right? First 5 of you, the next 10 minutes, right? And I know some of you might be worried, like, am I in the top 5, that kind of thing, right? Not to worry, I'm going to share with you guys the link later to secure your spot in the boot camp, right? If you're able to access the page, you are in the top 5, go ahead to lock it in, secure your spot ASAP. Do not miss the opportunity, right? For the first 5 of you in the next 10 minutes, right? And not only that, right? If you want to, not miss this small window of opportunity that I mentioned as well. I think that's key as well, right? Not just first 5, but also what if this window of opportunity that you have over the next few weeks or next few months is gone? You want to take action fast, right? So here's what I'll do for the first 5 of you in the next 10 minutes, right? The countdown has started. I'm going to throw in this very, very special offer right now, right? It will not be 1,997, right? I'm going to take away another $1,000, all because you guys sat all the way here, and that's something I truly appreciate. And it will only be 997 Singapore dollars. All right. And I can show you guys that the price will not go any lower than this. In fact, guys, we're actually looking to raise the price in the next few months. All right. So you definitely want to secure your spot ASAP. All right. And let me just grab you guys the link right now to secure your spot for the One Good Trend Bootcamp. All right. So here's the link I just placed in the chat right here. onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. That is the link. The final investment amount is Singapore dollars 997. So once you click the link in the bootcamp, right? I'll come to that in a bit, the 6 months, right? Very good. So hang there. So once you click on the link, guys, you'll be led to this page right over here. All right. So One Good Trend Bootcamp, only $997 for fast action tickets. You can scroll down. And here's what you get when you invest in One Good Trend Bootcamp. Look at this, right? Number 1, the dates is 15, 16 Feb. Right? Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. is over here. Number 2, number 3, number 4. This is exactly what we covered just now, plus the bonuses that are coming up for the first 5 of you or in the next 7 minutes. So if you can access this page, going to secure your spot. I think some of you have already came on board. All right, that is pretty much the link, onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. Edmund, 997 comes with 6 months indicator. Yes, correct. All right, definitely. Let me just come to that in a bit, Edmund, right? So what happens after 6 months? I think a lot of you have this question, right? I'll come to that in a bit for sure, right? But let me show you guys this, right? $997, right? If you take a look at this amount, 997 divided by 12 months or 365 days. It's about $2.73 a day. I mean, you can't buy a Starbucks with that, guys. I mean, the point I want to make, guys, is that either way, all right, you will still pay. Either you pay me by learning it through me, by learning it through my mistakes, so that you don't have to go out there and figure things out on your own, all right, and learn the hard way by making the mistakes you try and error. Does it make sense? All right, either way, you still pay, right? So why not shortcut your learning curve and join us at the bootcamp, all right, and start doing it right the first time. All right, so that's the link, onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. What if we want for April? Can we book now? Yes, go to Secure Your Spot PG. You can go to Secure Your Spot, right? Just drop us an email after that and we'll know to put you on the April batch if you cannot make it the next weekend, which is 15 and 16 Feb. All right. So I know we have some questions, guys. I'm going to go through the questions in a bit, but let me share with you guys the bonuses that you'll be getting as well. Apart from this special offer of $997, right? Bonus number one. The first bonus you can get is this, right? You get free 6 months access to this premium service that I call the monthly age, right? What is the monthly age about? Well, essentially, guys, this is a service that we've been running for about 2 years now, all right? And what if I were to give you not just the training and the framework, all right, and teach you how to fish, but I also gave you the fishes directly so that you don't have to spend hours to research, all right? So this monthly age is basically, where people are paying $97 a month, all right? And we have run this for like more than 2 years now, and it's pretty much where I share with you my top hand-selected portfolio of US stocks. I say again, US stocks. So there's more than 30 over US stocks in the monthly age service. Every single month, there'll be 2 new US stocks that we reviewed as well in a live call. All right. And of course, you get this secret Google Sheet. We have all the stocks as well. So you get access to this for free 6 months. And just to give you guys an idea for the US stock that's in this service, right? Since the beginning of last year, right, on average, more than 130% gain on average for all the stocks over there. All right, so that's pretty much where we share 2 new US stocks every month. You get bonus number 1, the monthly age, free 6 months access as well. Okay, bonus number 2, right? Remember, guys, the screener I shared with you guys, right, whereby I have a very specific set of criteria for the Singapore and the US market to pull out the top 1% of stocks, right? Before we even think about getting in on and out of them based on the 1GT Pro indicator. Remember that, right? So yeah, that is bonus number 2, right? You pretty much get to have the same exact criteria that I personally use to sieve out those top stocks. So you can pretty much just focus on buying winning stocks. As I say, these are the top 1%. By right, you anyhow close, I also can. But of course, now you want to be guided on entry and exit even better. Just think about how powerful that is. I mean, that's like a double layer filter. Does it make sense? All right. And this is valued at about 1,997. So for the first 5 of you, or in the next 4 minutes, guys, just want to be fast, right? Because I think we have more than 5. We have more than 5. All right, Jason, Michelle, Peter, Larry. All right, very good. Right, go to secure spot. Let me go to place the link in the chat again. Some of you might be lost. That is the link, right? onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. All right. Okay, let's go to bonus number 3, right? What if I were to give you guys access to the entire recordings of the 2 days live Zoom bootcamp that's happening next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 15, 16 Feb, right? Yeah, so that you don't have to be afraid that you miss any parts, right? You can simply refer back to the replay to clarify your understanding after the bootcamp. So that's it, right? You get the entire recording. I think some of you might be saying that, oh, you're not able to make it next weekend. Can we have the replay? Yes, you can have it. All right, so just drop us an email, secure your spot. Let us know. We'll put you at the April batch. You can probably get the replay first, but I mean, hopefully you can join us, right? That'll be good. You can ask questions. You can, participate live and all that, like what we're doing now. That'll be better. But if you really, really cannot attend, never mind. All right, lock it in. Bonus number 3, you get the replay as part of the One Good Trend 2 days bootcamp. We can send you the replay first, not immediately, 2 days after it ends, right? Then we'll send it to you. Watch it. Join us live in April, all right? And that's where you can start to ask questions and clarify as well. Does it make sense? All right, so I hope that answers your question. Victor, I'm in. Congrats, Victor. I'll see you as well. All right. In fact, guys, we did more than 10, right? So just 1 or 2 more of you and we are closing. We want to keep the class small, right? So that we want to keep it engaging as well. 1 or 2 more of you and we are closing. All right. KS, I'm in. Congrats. I'll see you. I'm in too. I'm in. Very good. Thank you. Why I cannot complete my order, Barin? I don't know. Team Yvonne, can you please reach out to Barin? One of my team will reach out to you, Barin, on that. But that is pretty much the link. All right. You can just key in your credit card details. Let me just place the link in the chat again. All right, and that is pretty much bonus number 3. So not to worry, guys, we have a Q&A. I know there's some question I haven't answered yet. Very sorry, but later I will confirm answer every question. Okay, Ken? Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is a surprise bonus, surprise bonus number 4, right? This is a brand new surprise bonus. Why? Basically, we thought of launching this new service whereby every single month, there's a monthly PDF report that we write about the top Singapore stock of the month. All right, and we covered not just the technical, but also the fundamentals. So we have decided to just launch this, but we're going to just throw it in for you. You get free 6 months access as well. This is valued at about $97 a month. All right, and yeah, pretty much you get a report every month on the top Singapore stock to watch. This is a bonus number before as well. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I'm going to give you guys an action-based money back guarantee to sweeten the deal, right? So very simple. If you attend the first day of the live Zoom bootcamp, I mean, there are 2 days, so you attend the first day, right? And you go through all the trainings, all the hands-on practice, you participate actively, you follow the steps and you implement the strategy, right? And at the end of the first day, if you have committed to do it well, all right, and you've given your best effort and you don't find any value, email us for a full refund. Right? I mean, how's that for you guys? I mean, that's how confident I know that this live 2 days bootcamp will change the way, right, that you look at the stock market forever, right? And yeah, by the way, guys, I mean, please don't join. Please do not join. I mean, if you're not serious in putting the effort to learn, all right, you just want to try, play kind of thing, then please don't join. No point, okay? We want people who are serious, who are committed to come join us. Let's do it together. I'm going to share with you guys, all right, and we make it happen together. All right, Ken? Yeah, exactly. I mean, right, action-based money back guarantee. All right. Okay, I'll show you guys why this is a super no-brainer offer, right? So essentially, guys, for the 1GT Pro indicator, the monthly subscription is $197 a month. All right, and if you look at it, you get free 6 months access. That would cost about $1,200. Does it make sense? All right. And the monthly age, as I mentioned, right, people are paying $97 a month. We've done this for more than 2 years now. 6 months free, well, it costs about $600 as well. The monthly group coaching, right? The monthly subscription, $97 a month. You get free 6 months access, so about $600 as well. The SG PDF report that we are actually looking to launch, right, at $97 a month. Well, you're going to get free 6 months access to that as well. So that will cost about $600. So you look at it, right? In total, right? They all cost total for 6 months free access. It's about $3,000, right? $3,000. But I mentioned today, right? As I mentioned, the investment for the 1GT bootcamp today is not $3,000, of course, right? It's only $997. So you pretty much pay less than half the cost and you get to attend the entire bootcamp for free. Does it make sense, guys? So this is a no-brainer, all right? And that's where you want to get started. So what happens after the 6 months free access? So very simple. So basically, guys, you get free 6 months access to the 1GT Pro indicator, the monthly age service, the monthly group coaching, and the SG, the Singapore PDF report. You get free 6 months access to these services, right? And some of you might ask, Joey, what happens after 6 months? Well, very good question. Very simple. Right now, the investment is only $997 today. All right, if you log in today, $997 today, you get pretty much come for the bootcamp for free. All right, and you get all the time-sensitive bonuses as well. All right, after 6 months of free access, because you're part of the bootcamp, it will not be if you add up everything, it will not be $488 a month. No, okay? It will only be $97 Singapore dollars a month after 6 months. Cancel anytime. All right, and you can continue to have free accesses to the 1GT Pro indicator, the monthly age service, the monthly group coaching, and also the SG, the Singapore PDF report. You guys follow so far? All right, so to keep it simple, $997 today. All right, that's it. All right, after 6 months, $97 a month after 6 months to continue to be in the One Good Trend community, whereby you get free accesses to the 1GT Pro indicator, the monthly age service, the PDF report, and also the monthly group coaching. Does it make sense? All right, and yeah, for $97 a month to continue to stay in the community, and this will be charged automatically if you do not cancel. Of course, we'll send you a reminder as well. All right, so, and here it is, guys. I'm going to share with you guys something very exciting, right? So very simple, guys. For those of you who get in today, all right, right? So the bootcamp is like when? I mean, next weekend, right? Next weekend. So very simple, guys. If you secure your spot today, all right, I'm going to give you guys free access to my 1GT Lite indicator, all right, before the bootcamp begins. So you're going to get access to the 1GT Lite indicator first, play around with it before the bootcamp begins so that you can get familiarized a little bit. We can get your username and give you access to that as well. Right, so what is the difference between the Lite and the Pro? Well, the light indicator pretty much just comes up with the signals. There's no advanced features. You can just turn on the bullish and bearish signals on any asset classes as well. So I want you to play with it first, get familiarized with it. Of course, there's some training videos that we'll send to you as well. All right, and you're going to get free access to the 1GT Lite indicator. Right, play around first before the bootcamp starts, all right, and that's a simpler version of the 1GT Pro indicator. You guys follow far? That is only if you secure your spot today, right? So let me see how many of you have secured your spot. Jason, Austin, Ivan, Victor, Yong, Kim, Paninda, Michelle, Peter. Just one or two more of you guys, and we are pretty much closing. All right. Palvesh, I think Palvesh as well, there's some question, right? Yeah, I think Palvesh, I think maybe there's some questions, right, regarding like order. I'm not sure whether there's any disruption in terms of the order, Palvesh. All right, so my team will reach out to you. All right, okay, very good. So that is the one good trend bootcamp, $997 today. After 6 months, you'll be $97 a month. All right, okay, let me just do a quick recap of what exactly you're getting, right? Very simple. Number one, the one good trend 2 days bootcamp, decoding a 740K trend trading strategy. The roadmap, cheat sheet and checklist, the graduates community, the 1GT Pro indicator, free 6 months access. The one explosive trade strategy reviewed, the monthly group coaching, free 6 months access. The monthly extra bonus number 1, all right, whereby you get my top hand selected portfolio of stocks in the US market. Bonus number 2, the secret screening criteria, whereby we are able to pull out the top 1% of stocks in the Singapore and US market before we even think about when to buy and sell them. All right, that's bonus number 2. Bonus number 3, the entire recording of the 2 days live Zoom bootcamp. All right, so that you will not miss any parts as well. All right, of course, surprise bonus number 4, you're going to get the monthly PDF report. All right, of the top Singapore stock of the month, you get free 6 months access. All right, so yeah, you can get started right now, guys, for only $997. Let me just place the link in the chat again. All right, and the days of the bootcamp, right, in case you missed it or it's like hidden above, 15, 16 Feb next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you really cannot make it, go to secure your spot for the next one in April. Secure the spot. Why? Because we might, very high chance that we would actually increase the price in the next batch already. All right, so secure it, drop us an email, and that's when my team will put you to the next batch. Does it make sense? All right, so I think let's go on to the next question. I think you have a question, right? Casey, what is the main difference in the Lite and the Pro? Very good question, Casey. So basically, right over here, you can see that this is the Pro indicator. So Pro, in fact, I can just turn on what we call the light indicator. All right, so right over here, you can see, let's turn off. So this is the light indicator right over here, right? Light right over here. So you can see when I turn it on, I can see the box very short lah. Can you see very short now? Only show buy sell signal on, off, on, off. That is the light indicator. So simpler version, all right, there's no advanced feature. Of course, at the bootcamp itself, that's where you will get the Pro. You will, of course, at the bootcamp, you get the 1GT Pro indicator. That's, when we go through step by step the entire framework, all right, of the 1GT Pro indicator. So that's the difference, right? Basically, it's just a simpler version of the Pro version. You just only can turn on the buy and sell signal. So I hope that answers the question, Casey. All right, Ken? Okay, very good. So let me go ahead to, I know we have some questions, guys. So before we go to Q&A, we'll come to that in a bit and I'll definitely answer all your questions, right? So as I say, if you sign up today, you're going to get access to, for free, before the bootcamp begins, I'm going to give you free access to the 1GT Lite indicator so that you can play around first before the bootcamp begins. Of course, at the bootcamp itself, your light will become pro lah. All right, your light will become pro for sure lah. All right, of course, that's where we'll teach you the more advanced stuff, and some of the more advanced features. We'll definitely cover that, and then we'll use the pro together. All right, okay, Ken? Okay, very good. Okay, finally, guys, Q&A. I know we have a lot of questions, so very simple, guys. I'm going to go through all the questions one by one right now. All right. Do me a favor, guys. Just allow me to go to the toilet very quickly. All right. Drink some water. I'll play you a quick 2 minutes video. All right. And when I come back, we're going to go through all the questions one by one. So what I need you to do is very simple. Just type all your questions in the chat. All right. Type all your questions in the chat. I'm going to go through one by one once we come back from a short break. All right. And that's where I will go through every single question. So if I miss a question, I'm very sorry, but I will definitely go through one by one. All right, so let me just play a quick video before I see you in just about two minutes. All right, see you guys in 2 minutes. Type the question in the chat. Let me go through quickly ASAP. All right, see you guys.
Yes, everybody can understand anybody. And I wish I had known about all this before trading, before I start to trade. I feel that the other courses or seminars that I attended, they try to impress the attendees. So they make it very complicated. They draw a lot of things, but Joey make it very simple. He's trying to tell us that trading is actually not that difficult. And I think it totally changed everything that I know about trading. I think if you're a newbie, then you're very lucky. You should have attended this before you even have an account. Yeah, because if you're a newbie, you don't need to reprogram your mind. You just follow whatever Joey says. It's simple. You don't need to overanalyze using a lot of different methods that people teach you. Just follow this. Yeah. Everything Joey just explained it very simply to us. And it's weird that it's so simple yet it's effective. For other courses or programs I've been to, they do a lot of things and it complicates me and it makes me think more when things are actually so much simpler. So I recommend it to anybody.
Before I attend this program, I'm trading aimlessly. I don't know how to plan a trade. I don't know when to exit. I'll just put the trade and then just close my eyes and then just hope for better tomorrow. But after attending this program, I know what to look out for, the indicators, and I will understand that where is it heading, the downtrend, uptrend, the resistance line, the support line. This really helped me to understand where my stock is moving, and then I can plan ahead when is my stop loss or when the trade is going up. It's simple enough to understand, and if you follow closely to what Joey had taught you, all the signs that to look out for, you can definitely ride on the train and make from there. Oh, definitely will make very serious potential gain. That is why I said it's just a far powerful and wonderful strategy. And I wish I could have known this much earlier. I've not seen this anywhere. And Joey had covered it very in-depth, and he make it very simple for us to understand. You just have to follow the step by step that he guided you. I find that it shortened my learning curve so much. So, well, there's no word for it. It's just worth it. Yeah, really. I would just encourage anyone to come and sit for the course, and then they will understand how valuable it is knowledge that he's imparting to us.
All right, guys, welcome back. All right, thank you so much for allowing me to just take a quick toilet break, drink some water. All right, and welcome back. Before we go into Q&A, guys, I know we have some questions. So, guys, any questions, right? Go to type in the chat. As I say, I will definitely go through all your questions one by one. All right. So before we go into Q&A, guys, whether you sign up for the bootcamp or not, I see that a lot of you have already taken action, all right, massive action, and you sign up. Congratulations, Jason, Austin, Ivy, Victor, Kim Sien, Fenda, Edmund, Michelle, Peter, Augustine. All right, thank you so much, and a lot of you as well. Thank you so much. I will see you real soon at the boot camp. All right, and for those of you who are still on the fence, thinking about this, right? I just want to leave you with two questions, right? So very simple, okay? If not now, then when? Right? When is it ever going to be the right time? And I know that one radical decision can be a life-changing moment. So if not now, then when? I mean, like, what are you waiting for? I don't know. I mean, waiting for the market to be a bull market after 1-2 years and it go up a lot, and then you say, why never get in or something? All right. So you can take your time and wait. But as I say, guys, the market waits for no one, right? So if it's not now, then when? What are you waiting for? All right, why not join us and then let's just start to make some good money together. All right. That's the first question. All right. The next question is this, right? What would happen if you don't say yes? Nothing wrong, right? I mean, nothing will change, right? You continue trading the same way. All right. Tomorrow you log into your trading account, you just pick one stock, I don't know, any stock, all right, buy and sell the same way, right? And Einstein said that the whole definition of insanity is that you do the same thing over and over again, all right, and you expect a different result. You expect to make even more profits. I mean, how can? I mean, right? It doesn't work that way. All right. So I would like to share with you guys a quote by Jim Rohn. And what he says is this, right? Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Right. So I believe that in life, change can come in like two ways. When something new comes into your life or when something new comes from within you, right? So if you're looking for a change in your performance in the market, you just want more clarity, you want more confidence, you just want to know exactly what to do. All right, and whatever I've mentioned over the past 2 hours or so, right, it makes sense to you. You can see yourself doing this. You can see yourself using the 1GT Pro indicator. All right, you can see yourself pulling out the top 1% of stocks before you use the indicator that tells you what to do, whether to buy or sell. Why not join us at the bootcamp? Let's make it happen together. All right, let's make it happen. All right, so that's the question for you. All right, if you're still on the fence, I hope that pushes you to join us. All right. Okay, so let's go into Q&A right now. Thank you so much. I think we have quite a few questions. And for those of you who are still here, all right, I really appreciate your time all the way over here. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go through all the questions one by one. All right, one by one. And I'm going to type the questions in the chat, right? Okay, let's see, right? I'm just go through, okay, let me just go from bottom to up or up to down first. Okay, not to worry, guys, just type in the chat. I will definitely try to scroll and make sure I cover all the questions, right? Okay, what is the win rate of your indicator and your strategy, Michelle? Thank you so much. I think it's a very good question, right? So we are looking at the win rate of about 60 to 70%, more than 70% sometimes as well, all right? That is for the one good trend strategy and the one GT Pro indicator, right? So it's a very decent win rate. We don't win every single time, all right? Anybody who say they win 100% or 90%, I think please like run away or something lah, all right? So as I mentioned just now, even with a 20 to 30% win rate, remember 2 or 3 trades out of 10, if you win, you can still make money, all right? Because you want to keep your wins big and your losses small. When you win more, all right? So even, 20 to 30% win rate, you can win. What about a 60 to 70% win rate, right? So that is pretty much, I mean, we have taken a look at some of the stocks that you guys were asking about, right? Look at the signals. I mean, you can see for yourself, right? We have a win rate of about 60 to 70%. When we win, we let it ride all the way up until we cannot go up some more. It starts coming down, fine. We have a bearish signal, it starts coming down. And that's where you want to think about getting out as well. All right. So I hope that answers your question, right? About 60 to 70% in terms of win rate. All right. Okay. You will still entertain me if I don't use Philip trading account, right? Victor. Oh, very good question, Victor. So basically, guys, whether or not you come for the boot camp, guys, again, sorry in case I never explained, whether or not you come for the boot camp, all right, just take note, you can have a trading account under me, all right? Why? Right? Even if you come for the boot camp or don't come, you can still have a trading account in Philip Securities. Why? Because as I say, I'm a broker in Philip Securities, so you do get some support as well. You get some top ideas by WhatsApp. Because if you come for the bootcamp, you get more things like, the 1GT Pro indicator, the 2-day Zoom live, and then all the bonuses, right? But if you're a client of mine in Philip Securities, that's where we do share some of our top ideas by WhatsApp daily to our clients for free, right? You do not pay anything more. So you don't come for the bootcamp, you come for bootcamp. Of course, you come for bootcamp, then even better, you get more support as well. All right. So that, so this one to explain to you, right? Let me just grab the link. All right, in case you are trading. I mean, you need a trading account to buy and sell stock, right? So if you have a trading account, I don't know where you log in, you buy and sell some stock on some app or what, but then nobody care about you, then I think you should check out how you can become a client of mine in Philip Securities for free, all right, and get some services, at least personalized service, all right, and that's what we do for our clients as well. So that is the link. Let me just place the link in the chat. Whether you join the bootcamp or not, that is the link, right? Especially if you're not yet a client of mine in Philip Securities, right? So you get some of our top ideas by WhatsApp daily for free. You do not pay anything more, just to say clearly, right? So Victor, you will entertain me if I don't ever use a Philip trading account. Of course, Victor will still entertain you. I mean, hopefully you have a trading account. As I say, that's where you get some of our ideas faster as well. You get more support. I'm not too sure where you're trading or if you're getting any service. Of course, if you're getting any service, then please stay there. It's not easy being a broker, all right? But if you're not getting any service, the hotline, nobody bother about you, nobody call you, nobody WhatsApp you, nobody send you anything, no video, no WhatsApp, nothing, then I think don't need to think so much, all right? Okay, I already signed up for a bootcamp, but I won't use Philip Training. Up to you. No problem, Victor. I mean, up to you. I mean, of course, some of our clients do have some preference, some of our graduates have some preference as well. But we leave it to you. Of course, if you have a trading account under me, then you get some services, right? So we leave that to you. Of course, as a bootcamp, you come for the bootcamp, you get all the things that we talk about. All right, Casey Wong, real free. I'm a Philip Securities customer, but a small account. Oh yeah, it's free, Casey. It's the same. I mean, you have a Philip Securities trading account. Good. Just fill up the form. All right, my team will get back to you. You can see whether you can put it under my care, and you get some service. So I'm not too sure whether in Philip Securities you get any service from your broker or not. But so yeah, if not, then just come over. Right, just fill up the form, Casey. We'll reach out to you and share more how you can put the account to my care. All right. Okay. Peter, hey guys, I know we have some questions. I'll go type in the chat if you have any questions. All right, that's where. Confirm don't have no service, is it, Casey? And then don't think so much, all right? Any installment to the bootcamp? Okay, I'll come to that in a bit. Okay, I think some of you are asking about installment on that. Right? Okay, let me come to that in a bit, Sean. Okay. Peter Lai, do we need TradingView paid account to operate your one GT? A good question. Very good question, Peter. Thank you so much. Right. The answer is no. Right. So basically, guys, when you have a TradingView is a charting platform. It's free, right? It's free. You have a basic plan, it's free, all right? You do not need, of course, TradingView, there's some other advanced feature. If you want to upgrade to their paid plan and all that kind of thing, you can as well, all right? That's if you need like a lot of stock, a lot of watch lists, a lot of alerts, you can upgrade. But to use the One GT Pro indicator, you do not need a paid plan. Okay, can? You do not need a paid plan. Even the basic plan will do. Why? Because for the basic plan, they allow you to pull out 2 indicators for free. I mean, the One GT Pro is just one. You still got one more slot extra lah. Make sense? So you do not need a TradingView paid plan to use the One GT Pro indicator because the basic plan give you use 2 lah. Enough already, you only got 1 . Okay, can? So I hope that answers your question, Peter. All right. Sean, any installment for the bootcamp? Let me come to the question in a bit, Sean. All right, but let me just go up to answer any questions as well. Olivia, will you please share what happens on not win once? Is it due to direction change or very quickly? What happens on the not win one? Is it due to, I'm not too sure whether I interpret your question correctly, Olivia. I think you're saying that, some stocks not win. Is it due to, yeah, it could happen because if we do see like a bearish signal coming out, it means we may have broke like a trailing support line, and then that's where we could see weakness or reversal. That's where you want to get out if you've been making profits. You want to take some profit and get out. All right. So I hope that answers the question. So I think this bullish and bearish signals gives you an opinion on what to do, whether to buy or to sell and get out. All right. So I hope that answers the question, Oliver. All right. Okay. Let's see, right? Edmund, can this indicator work for low time frame, right? So just take note, guys, for this indicator, let me just show you right over here. So we are looking at pretty much a daily time frame. So every single candlestick bar is a day. 1 day, 1 day, 1 bar, 2 day got 2 bar. Does it make sense? All right, so we're looking at a daily time frame. This is not a day trading strategy. You buy, sell, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, buy again, 10 minutes, 10 seconds. No, right? It's a swing to position trading. I mean, like what you've seen, right? We hold on to our positions for like 2, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I mean, you can go higher than even better lah. All right. So it's not a day trading strategy. You don't have to stare at the screen every single day, right? So it's not like a 1 minute bar or a 5 or 10 minutes bar or 1 hour bar. No, it's a daily bar. All right. So it's a swing to position trading. So I hope, Edmund, that's answer your question. All right, it's not a 15 minutes time frame, right? We're looking at a daily time frame. I mean, if you want, you can turn on maybe for FX as well, a bit faster. The principle is the same, but essentially it's been built for a daily time frame, more for swing to position trading, right? So Edmund, I hope that answers your question. Guoli, I can't make it for dates, but I have paid to lock in the price. Congrats, I'll see you at the bootcamp. Meanwhile, can I still become your client in Philip first? Yes, Guoli, as I say, whether or not you come for the bootcamp, guys, you can still become a client of mine in Philip Securities. All right, let me just put the link in the chat again. So it is free to become a client of mine in Philip Securities. As I say, right, if you are trading, I mean, you need to buy and sell stock, you need an account, right? So I don't know where you're trading or you got any service, but if nobody care about you, then please come on board as a client. That's where you get some of our ideas much faster by WhatsApp daily for free. You do not pay anything more. All right, it's pretty much the standard same charges that you pay when you're trading anyway, but at least you get some service. All right, so I hope that answers your question. All right, Ken. So that is the link again I put in the chat. Let me just place the link of the bootcamp again, right, to secure your spot. onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp. Okay, so let me just answer some of the questions, right? I think some of you are privately messaging me, like Sean as well. Is there any installment plan for the bootcamp? All right. I tell you what, very simple. For those of you who are still on the fence, you're still on the fence, thinking about this. All right, very, very simple, Okay. I mean, basically it's this, guys. I mean, it's only next weekend, all right? We don't do this often. I don't want you to wait until April and all that, right? And for those of you who have secured your spot, congrats. I'll see you real soon. But for those of you who need a little bit more help, well, I don't want money to stop you, all right? I'm going to release this installment payment plan for this, right? So it's a 3 months payment plan. It's the same amount, right? It will be like 300 and, let me just grab the link, right? So it's $333. Let me just place the link, right? So 3 months payment plan, $333 times 3. All right, so it's about the same price, all right? So $330 times 3 months, all right? Just for over $300 a month, all right? Come and experience it for yourself, all right? I'm sure you can easily make back the $300 using what I've teach you, just like what many of my, graduates have already done. So give yourself a chance, sign for bootcamp. I hope this, 3 months payment installment plan help you out, Sean. I think you're asking about it, right? So I hope that helps you, especially for those of you who are still on the fence. I hope this helped you as well. All right. Okay, let me move on to the next question. All right. Pavesh, I already have Philip Securities account, so can I transfer under you or need to open a new account? Yeah, you can check if it can be transferred to me, Pavesh, all right, or you can open a new one as well. Not to worry, Pavesh, just fill up the link there, my team will reach out to you, all right, and we can see what's the best option, all right, so yeah, I mean, if you're not getting any service from your Philip account, then I think it's better to be under me lah, all right. Okay, Victor, I've lost so much money in trading. Hopefully, I can build up my confidence to trade after your bootcamp. Definitely, Victor. I look forward to welcome you and really share with you. I mean, if whatever I've shared with you makes sense, you feel that you can follow, you feel that it's not difficult, I think you definitely will be able to understand, Victor. All right. So I look forward to share with you. All right. And you can see that it's not complicated. All right. I want you to build the confidence. All right. But before you even build the confidence, you must know the whole entire strategy inside out. You must know how it works. You must know why the signal comes out. All this will help to build the confidence, right? Confidence is one thing. Conviction of a particular trade is important as well. And all these come with practice, right? And after bootcamp, we have all the group coaching to help you as well, right? So hopefully we can work together much closer as well, Victor. All right. So very good. Thanks for sharing as well, Victor. All right. PG, do you run any chat channel or Telegram group where you share some updates, latest news for your graduates? Yeah, I mean, we do have a public Telegram channel, all right? We do have a public Telegram channel, but for our graduates, as I say, we do have this private community group as well, which I shared with you, right? Just now, the private Facebook community, right? That's where you can share your ideas as well. All right, okay. PG, do you want to? So we don't have Telegram, right? Why? Because Telegram, to be honest, guys, there's a lot of scam on Telegram. So I want to be careful. We used to have, but we kind of close all the Telegram because there's a lot of scam on Telegram. So we don't do Telegram. All right, Ken? Just be careful. Anybody message you on Telegram and say it's me or what, please, it's not me. I will never message anybody on Telegram. All right, Ken? PG, sign up for you. Congrats, PG. I'll see you at the bootcamp. All right. G, Lim, my friend is inactive under you. I have a Philip trading account under you. How can my friend get your free top ideas by WhatsApp daily for free as a VIP client under you? How can I ask your friend to connect us? I'm not too sure whether your friend has an account under me or not, right? We need to know exactly who is this. We can check. All right. So G, ask your friend to contact me, contact my team, reply my email or something. I'll get my team to check. All right. And if he has a trading account under me, he ought to be receiving our WhatsApp ideas. Maybe he did not save my team's contact and not getting our ideas daily as well. All right. Okay. Which one? Oh. Let me see. Wait. That is why I already signed up for a bootcamp. You still entertain me. Will you please not share? Okay, very good question, right? JL, I'm a newbie and I'm very interested. Very good, all right, JL. Will you be covering the 1GT indicator only or the fundamental analysis of a stock? So basically, guys, let's take note, right? This entire bootcamp, all right, we will focus on technical analysis. All right, technical analysis. You can see, right? We don't talk about income statement or balance sheet and all the other complicated stuff, right? No, we will be focusing on technical analysis. So that's what we're focusing on. All right, and yes, we will be covering the framework behind the 1GT Pro indicator before using the indicator, right? We will not be using it blindly and you have no idea why the signal comes out. No, we don't do that. All right, so we explain the framework behind before we actually use it. All right. So I only buy stocks to hold for long-term investing. Does your 1GT indicator help? Definitely. As I mentioned, right, it covers whether you're a fundamental investor or long-term investor. I mean, think about it, right? It guides you on entry and exit as well, or it guides you on entry and exit as well. I mean, just think about, let's say your stock is fundamentally strong and now you know when to get in on it. Would it help? Would it help? I mean, definitely, right? Definitely. All right, okay, good. Let me just scroll up and see, what is the main difference in the light and the pro indicator? I think it's a very good question, right? So the first thing is, I say, right, for those of you who sign up today, right, you will have free access to the 1GT light indicator, all right, first, before the bootcamp begins. Of course, at the bootcamp, you'll be converted to the pro indicator. The only difference is that for the 1GT light indicator, all right, there is what we call, it's very simple, all right? There's only what we call the turn on the buy and sell signals, all right, and the moving averages. You don't have all the other advanced features like the horizontal and the trailing support and resistance, and the volume and the risk management and some of the more advanced stuff. Like all that will be covered at the bootcamp itself. All right, okay, Ken. So let me see again. Can I have the email to join you on April? Clement, just go to secure a spot, Clement. All right, secure a spot for the bootcamp. Just drop us an email. Once you secure a spot, you'll receive an email confirmation. Just reply the email and just let us know that you want to join the April batch, and my support team will do the necessary. All right, okay, Ken? Okay, again, so very simple, guys. If you have any questions, right, go ahead to ask our coach, right? So very simple, very simple. You can simply WhatsApp bootcamp, just WhatsApp bootcamp to this WhatsApp number. You can just scan this QR code. If you're on a computer, you can scan this QR code. So that is where you have any questions about the bootcamp, right? Just WhatsApp this bootcamp to the number. Which number? Well, the number, the WhatsApp that you have been receiving the reminders to join this Zoom webinar. I think you have received some reminders, right? So go into this WhatsApp bootcamp to there, and that is where, all right, you can ask any questions about the bootcamp as well. All right. Will we get the screener after 6 months? Yes, Jess. All right. So it's a specific screener criteria, Jess. So once it's shared with you, you will know the criteria. You will get it forever. In fact, not just after 6 months, because that's a screener criteria. It's fixed, and you will get the special, specific criteria, secret criteria, which you can use after 6 months, all right, forever. All right. I hope that answers your question. All right, so that is the question, guys. I mean, if you have any questions regarding the bootcamp, go into this WhatsApp bootcamp to the same WhatsApp number that you have been receiving our reminders to join this webinar. All right, and I look forward to, really work with you at the bootcamp. Okay, guys. So as promised, I think I've gone through most of the questions already. All right, I think we've gone through most of the questions. Let me just see if I missed it, right? So very simple, guys. All right, what happens is this, right? As promised, right, you get my top 3 stocks in this secret PDF file, like I mentioned right at the beginning, to stay all the way to the end, right? So first of all, guys, I want to thank all of you for just making it to the end of this webinar, right? So very simple. What you want to do right now is to scan this QR code, right? Right away, you can scan this QR code, very simple. Oops, sorry. Right? Why do you want to scan this QR code? Well, you can just scan this QR code, or you can just WhatsApp secret, right? The code name is called secret, secret, to the same WhatsApp number that have been sending you the reminders to join this webinar. All right, just WhatsApp secret, and that's where you will be able to receive the PDF file, right? This bonus PDF file that contains the top 3 stocks that I mentioned that you can put in your watch list for potentially more upside. Just WhatsApp secret, right, to the WhatsApp number, or you can just scan this QR code, WhatsApp secret, and they will, my support team will send you this secret PDF file, right? Where will be your bootcamp? It will be over Zoom for 2 days, right? It will be over Zoom, right? You don't have to travel anywhere. It's a Zoom online training, all right? Let me just get you the link again, right? onegoodtrend.com/bootcamp, all right? The dates of the bootcamp, 15, 16 Feb, all right, 15, 16 Feb, let me just put in chat, right? So 15, 16 Feb next week, and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you really cannot make it, the next one will be in April, all right, 12th and 13th April. All right, so it will be over Zoom. That's a 2 days bootcamp. I hope that answers your question, right? Over Zoom. All right, and I look forward to work with you guys and see you real soon at the bootcamp next weekend. As I say, we don't do this often, so hopefully I'll be able to see you guys. All right. Okay, so let me just see, right? So that's the number. All right, that's the number. Just scan this QR code, WhatsApp my team, WhatsApp my support team, this secret code called secret, SECRET, and you'll receive the bonus PDF file if you stay all the way to the end. All right. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I think we have pretty much come to the end of this webinar. All right, I want to thank all of you for just being over here. And your time is truly something that I really appreciate. And for those of you who have signed up and invested, right, thank you so much. I look forward to work with you and see you soon. And really appreciate you guys over here, right? So yeah, I think we pretty much come to the end of this session. My name is Joey Choi. It has been an honor and privilege. And for those of you who have signed up and wrote for the bootcamp, I will see you guys real soon. For those of you who have not, I hope our path will cross again. All right, so I believe that my work is done for today and yours has just begun. So thank you so much, all right? Bye, Olivia, JL, Michelle, Tisa, Wong, Ryan, Olivia, Michelle, Bimla, Pavesh. Thank you so much, Grace as well. Good night. Thanks, Yasya, JL, Savaraju, Kuali. Thank you. Good night, good night. All right, so thank you so much, guys. I'll see you at the bootcamp. Take care. Good night and bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.